end of this game.
For Vancouver, we lead through Gershon Kofi's 59th minute goal. Alain Rochai goes long when Martin Reddy would have wanted him to keep possession. Brian Nelson waiting to make a change here with Jonathan Osorio coming on, an academy player from Toronto FC who stepped up to sign professional with the team after a very impressive pre-season. Emery Welshman tangles there with YP Lee, and a chance for a set piece deep into stoppage time for Toronto FC. They won't make the change just yet.
Kyle Becker, the rookie, coming across to take this. This will be an in-swinger. He wants to try and whip this towards that back post, in behind the back four. Big men are up in the back.
Kyle Becker's sweeping ball in. The Whitecaps managed to get it away. Drops for Ephraim here. Joe Cannon comes to punch there. Only as far as Hall, the referee blows for the free kick. We are midway through the 3-minute stoppage time, and very shortly we will be taking you to Edmonton for the Tim Hortons Brier, Alberta against Manitoba coming up. Just 60 seconds or so left. Have the Whitecaps done enough to win this?
Well, clearly they have a little bit of work to do to finish this off, but I think they've been the better team over the course of the 90 minutes. A little bit disconnected and disjointed in the first half. Whatever Martin Rennie said to them at the halftime break, they came out rejuvenated in the second half, up the tempo, kept possession of the ball, and they're good value for a 1-0 lead right now.
Headed away by YP Lee as the Whitecaps fans start to whistle to the referee to try and get him to call this one full time. Hurtado gives it away to Emery Welshman. Here's Taylor Morgan. There were too many times last year when the Whitecaps conceded late at home to throw away possible victories. This one comes in. YP Lee will just keep it in play. Now Kyle Becker goes back for Ashton Morgan, whose first-time ball is cleared away by the goal scorer Gershon Kofi as the referee checks his watch. Just a few seconds remaining now. Danny Caleb plays this one back for Joe Bendick. It is full time at BC Place. Vancouver Whitecaps start with a win, 1-0 against Toronto FC. Rio Coca coming on at half-time. Player of the match is brought to you by Kia.
Kia player of the match is Nigel Rio Coker. He came on, kept possession of the ball. He pulled the strings in midfield. It's the role that he was signed to do. He didn't start the game because he's not quite match fit, but an excellent performance from Rio Coker in the second half led the Vancouver Whitecaps to victory.
So it is Gershon Kofi's goal as the Whitecaps win it against Toronto FC. Toronto at home to Sporting Kansas City comes your way on TSN next week. But for Jason DeVos, I'm Luke Wildman. Thanks for watching MLS on TSN to Edmonton and the Brier.
It's not only his home province, it's his home city. Kevin Martin about to step onto the ice at the Tim Hortons Brier. Tonight, two of the very best go head-to-head in an early matchup at the Brier. Manitoba's Jeff Stoughton, 3 Brier wins, 2 World Championships, one of the best of all time. Manitoba is your Canadian men's curling champion. Alberta's Kevin Martin, 4 Brier championships, looking to win 5 and to solidify himself as the most decorated skip in Canadian history. Kevin Martin, for a second straight year, proven champions. Who will blink first? The quest for the Brier starts tonight. It's a terrific way to get to Rexall Place. Take the LRT from right downtown Edmonton On this first day of our Brier coverage, as the crowd makes its way in, the Oilers have left town for 17 days as the Brier takes over Rexall Place. And on this Saturday, we say hello, Canada, and welcome to our first day coverage, Draw 2. And the feature's a good one. Two of the favorites, of course, in Alberta and Manitoba. And when you talk about Kevin Martin and Alberta, well, goodness, the resume has almost every win imaginable. So if you're going to pick someone to be a difference maker, who is it?
Well, I talk about Mark Kennedy. He can do it all. We often think about the big weight shot with Mark, the up weight, the run backs, but you know what? He's asked to do a lot more than that. The come around draws. Kevin Martin plays all kinds of shots, and Mark does them beautifully. When we talk about percentages, a career percent of 90 for Mark. That's amazing at that second position with demanding shots. I really look to him to be a great player tonight.
And there is John Meade. Is that Manitoba's counter?
You better believe it, Jonathan. You know, you look at Jeff's style. It's a little more defensive. You look at the numbers. Both the second end of ice do a lot more hits. That's Jonathan's forte. The run backs, the come arounds, the hit and rolls. He's got it all.
So after having the afternoon off, two of the favorites are about to take the ice here at Rexall Place and the Tim Hortons Brier.
It may be a good thing just to get the hometown guy out of the way and get it over with. You know, we don't have to worry about Kevin for the rest of the week and how the crowds are reacting to his play. Both of us are going to be still trying to figure out the ice, so it may not be you know, a 90% played game, but it's still going to come down to some fantastic shots, and no doubt we're going to have to play great.
Alberta, Manitoba generally have really good games, and I don't think this one will be any different than the rest. It'll be a tough game, fought right through the 10 ends, and hopefully we have the hammer coming home.
The 2013 Tim Hortons Brier is brought to you by Tim Hortons. Thank you for making us Canada's favorite coffee.
Thank you, Canada. For almost 50 years, we've served our premium blend coffee. We make sure every cup is 20-minute fresh and served with a smile. But what really makes our coffee special is you. Because every day, coffee lovers all across Canada choose Tim's over any other. So thank you, Paul, Emmanuel, Julie, Alicia, and the millions who've helped make us Canada's favorite coffee.
Everyone's hair breaks.
Dare to see the difference with Pantene Anti-Breakage. Reduces hair fall up to 97%. Get less hair fall.
I took the dare. Will you?
Anti-Breakage. Pantene.
Skiing in Whistler, cruising the Caribbean, curling in Vegas? Join My Curling Rewards for your chance to win one of 6 vacations, including Vegas for the 2014 World Financial Group Continental Cup. Visit mycurlingrewards.ca to enter.
Hit and stay Las Vegas style. 4 days of great curling, 5 nights hotel, all from just $663. Oh yeah, you've already hit the jackpot. You gotta be there.
The 2013 Tim Hortons Brier is brought to you by Ford. Go further. By M&M Meat Shops, frozen food at its best. And by Sponge Towels Paper Towels. Nothing absorbs like it.
Four games on the ice on this Saturday night of day one, and let's show you who's playing where. On sheet A, Newfoundland Labrador will try to make it 2 straight. Prince Edward Island coming off a loss. Alberta Manitoba is our feature on sheet B. Both teams looking for their first wins after losing this afternoon. Northwest Territories against New Brunswick, and Ontario British Columbia open up on sheet D. As we say, good evening, Kathy.
Hey there, Vic, and that is that last game that I'll be watching. The big 3 that's probably not the feature game tonight. Ontario taking on a young BC. For me, the biggest thing is how Glenn Howard deals with the crowd. It is a massive crowd in here tonight, and you can expect that's going to be a challenge for Ontario.
And that's why, of course, Jeff Stoughton said, you know what, let's take the crowd out of it. Time to meet the teams now is brought to you by Ford, proud partner of the Canadian Curling Association for 19 years.
Hi, I'm Kevin Martin, skip of Team Alberta. Lead, Ben Hebert. Second, Mark Kennedy. Third, Johnny Moe, and we curl out of the Saville Sports Centre in Edmonton, Alberta.
Hi, I'm Jeff Stoughton, skipper of Team Manitoba. My lead is Mark Nichols, second Reed Carruthers, third John Mead, and we curl out of the Charleswood Curling Club in Winnipeg, Manitoba.
And you can see that Kevin Martin has moved out. It's Manitoba that will have the last rock here in this opening end of play, playing the Yellowstones, Alberta the Red, in something that we have, well, we can't remember ever seeing. Both skips made their draws to the button and then put it right on the pinhole. And then so the thirds went. And John Morris and John Mead both put it on the pinhole. Next up it was Mark Kennedy, and he came up a little short. Reed Carruthers, the second for Manitoba, put it right on the pinhole. So that's the reason Manitoba has the last rock to get us underway here. The Alberta lead has been healed. And just for that, putting it on the lid, the crowd has applauded. And that's the kind of thing that this Manitoba team and any team that plays Alberta this week is going to face.
It's going to be very difficult out there. Interesting matchup to start with the two leads, because we don't often talk about somebody maybe having a little bit of a disadvantage, even though they've been to a ton of Briers, and that's Mark Nichols, because he's on a new team.
Yeah, and a new position. You know, I was lucky enough to play with Mark our Olympic run, and he was something like 96, 98% in the two biggest games of his life in Torino, Italy. But most of those were bullets coming down the center line, making double run backs and triples and angle raises, and all of a sudden it's all soft shots from Mark. The ticks, the taps, the freezes, the come arounds, but he's adjusted beautifully to the position.
We're in the house, okay? Let her die then. We're like 8 foot.
This rock's not...
Okay.
I don't know if that's any slower.
All right, first game for both these teams. Linda, what do you think their thoughts are?
Well, I think for Alberta, it's the same as we usually see. Set up the angles, win the battle of the come-arounds. And for Kevin Martin, get a handle, get a comfort with the ice and stones. For Manitoba, use the hits and rolls, especially with John Mead. Don't get pulled into the come-around game too much, because you know how well Martin plays it.
The game plan is brought to you by World Financial Group, helping families have better financial futures. Russ, we got a chance to see the game today. We got to a couple of different sheets. These teams didn't play, and I'm assuming that they may have watched. What do you think they picked up? What's a key for both these teams tonight?
Well, the surface is perfect as usual. Jamie Barassa and his team, just about all the ice makers to come to these Canadian Championship now. The curlers are blessed with a great surface. It's always a good sliding surface. It rarely breaks down. The only time it's going to break down is in the center. Where we did see a bit of a struggle, certainly out of Nova Scotia, was at a couple stones that they just couldn't seem to figure out, or couldn't figure out the path, or whatever it was. But draw weight was a slight problem, but we haven't seen any draw weight problems with these two teams, as you mentioned in the opening.
Cheering for contact.
Although, Vic, you can bring us up to date with the weather, because there's a little concern about frost.
Well, there is it started off, it's been mild, and the temperature has been falling. The rain has changed to snow. There is now a snowfall warning in the Edmonton area, upwards of 10 centimeters blowing, and it'll taper off by tomorrow. So that means that the possibility of even people coming in tonight are bringing humidity in.
And they don't have the control over that, and we actually get a little bit of a breeze in this area with the ventilation coming down from the rafters.
A bit of a breeze in that last one.
Wow, don't normally see that, do we?
Unreal. See what they say, because it really do that but once a year.
A real tight center.
And there goes the corner guard. Once you make that one mistake, you know Kevin Martin's going to punish you and take away your plan, which was using that corner.
Some rowdies in the house.
That's good cheer. Martin was high. Barely hit it. Yeah, barely hit it. Hit a third high.
And I mean, he knows, Jeff Stoughton knows that whatever Kevin does, it's going to be applauded. And
sorry, John, I got your
how
rock.
difficult it is at Russ to play in that situation, realizing that, well, goodness,
right?
you've been in, your brother Glenn has been at times not the most liked team in an arena.
Right. And there's two ways to look at it. And the way you have to look at it is it's a compliment in a way. If the home crowd's fearing you, it must be a bit of a compliment. You can't take it negatively. You've got to, and every chance you get, you've got to say, we love playing here. We love the crowd. We love the knowledgeable people. We love everything about everything. And stay on the top side of it, because otherwise they'll chew you up and spit you out.
And the easiest way, of course, is that old adage, if you want to take the crowd right out of it, is to jump out to a lead.
Yeah, and I thought that was so unique the way it happened with the draw of the button. Martin, they draw the button twice, as you alluded to, and it looked like the crowd was sure that Kevin Martin was going to have a hammer. 3 shots later, pin, and they don't, and that's made a difference already.
Johnny.
So this end will play out with Jeff Stoughton realizing with the corner guard gone that his best chance is to take the hammer to the next end and try and rebuild.
I thought with the one in the rings that Kevin might have drawn for 2. You hate to go run a quarter guard when you don't have hammer, but I thought he might give it a try and try to force Stoughton to a single.
It does give the two teams a chance to look at the ice, because although they would have, I'm sure, had scouts watching the afternoon draw, it's not the same as stepping onto the ice yourself and watching the rocks go up and down, in particular for the brushers as they go beside these stones, getting a good look at how the rock travels. Where's the break point? When does it start to slow? Makes a big difference.
A lot of these shots, that one Johnny Stone here, looks like he's going to roll a little high side here. He might hang on, might not. No, it's gone. That happened a lot in the game this afternoon.
Well, let's bring everyone up to date in what happened in the afternoon draw. Northern Ontario picks up the win. The team from the Sioux over the Northwest Territories. Quebec by 1 over New Brunswick. Jean-Michel Menard, the 2006 champion. Newfoundland and Labrador cracked a 5 on the way to a 10-2 win over Nova Scotia. And Saskatchewan, Brock Vertju, he picks up the win in an extra end over Prince Edward Island. Now, those are your afternoon scores.
Shot, John. It's good, guys.
Boys. Good. Shot. Good work. That was a 3.
Good brushing, guys. Yeah, it was a 3 with a bit of a Watusi.
I talked about scouting. I'm sure Kevin Martin would have a person scouting the ice and stones, and I think after practice, teams like the two we're watching now did pick up the stones that were a little slower, a bit faster than some of the rookies.
Yeah, absolutely. You're absolutely right. I talked to a couple of veterans, and they were telling me about 2 or 3 of the particular stones, and Nova Scotia, for instance, didn't pick up on one of those rocks till it was a little too late. They did pick up on it. They figured it out completely, but you'd love to know that before the game starts, obviously.
The crowd's waiting for something.
For some reason, I don't think they're going to cheer like that for you. Yeah. Up weight, guys.
Okay. Yeah.
I talk about good decisions, and I like the decisions that players like Jeff make. You're not sure as much about the ice in your first game, so tighten the broom and keep the weight up. If it happens to roll it, it does. This one will. You have a better chance of sticking than worrying about taking a bit of ice.
Not much when you're pretty straight, eh?
Yeah.
Can't hurt yourself. Didn't do much. I didn't get any better looking, did I? Oh, no, you didn't, kid.
Well, there's a great example of what Vic mentioned about how do you take the crowd out of it. It's not bothering these veterans. You know, Jonathan and Jeff have been through this 1,000 times, and they're not going to let anything happen to their concentration level.
You're a little bit light. I don't know. Okay. Pretty close, eh? I'm with you.
Yep.
Back to you to be real nice.
Come down, yep. Yep, make sure it's fully in.
Hard. It's got to be
fully
well in the house.
Fully in.
That's it, Ness.
They're way out there.
One thing about this Alberta team of Kevin Martin, they are never unprepared. And they're always checking. So this is Kevin Martin's son. This is 23-year-old Karek Martin. He's a CIS champion at the University of Alberta. And looking the other way, of course, is longtime coach Jules Oucher, who's been with Kevin for some 28, close to 30 years, I believe. So one this way, one that way, and they've got it all covered.
They're trying to see which players on other sheets are throwing which stones, and I'll give them a bit of a read on what people think are the best stones out there. Quite often the ones that are not so good fall to the second position.
So final stone looking to blank here in this opening end of play.
Right to it, guys. Go. Gotta go. Good.
And good indeed. So up and down the sheet. A blank on the board. Alberta, Manitoba. The second when we come back.
The TSN Sports Center newsroom. We'll get you back to the Brier in just a minute, but first, here are some of the stories we're working on for the next edition of Sports Center. Coming up, 11:30 Eastern, Penguins taking on the Canadian second period, Montreal in the power play. Francois Bouillon with the shot, tipped by Brian Giunta. He's got his fifth. The Habs have just tied it up at 4 there in the second intermission. Sens taking on the Flyers, second period. Philly with the odd man rush. Wayne Simmons goes 5-hole on Ben Bishop. He's got his 9th of the season. That's the game winner. 2-1 the final. Capitals taking on the Jets, third period action. A nice little passing play by Washington sends Alex Ovechkin in on goal. He stopped Mike Ribeiro, buries home the rebound. He had a goal and assist as the Caps win 3-0 the final of that one. And from Dunedin today, Jose Reyes got his first home run as a member of the Toronto Blue Jays. We'll have all those highlights and much, much more coming up on the next edition of Sports Center. We'll see you at 11:30 Eastern.
Before we got double miles with the Capital One Aspire card, we never had enough single miles to get away together.
Now the father of the bride?
I love you, honey.
Dad, you've always been there for me.
But now, thanks to Aspire, we get double miles on every purchase, so we can both be there for our daughter's anniversary.
Why settle for single miles when you can get double miles with the Aspire Travel World MasterCard?
What's in your wallet?
Check, please.
Spill! Come on, we're sponge towels. We're strong. We're fast. We're super absorbent. With thousands of ultra-absorbent sponge pockets, sponge towels can tackle any mess. Sponge towels. Nothing absorbs like it.
At home, we're Canada's paint experts. Knowledgeable, fully trained, certified.
We're experts on color.
And experts on style.
We manufacture beauty tone paint.
Using our own industry-leading technology.
So we're experts on top quality for less.
Beauty tone paint. Exclusively at Home Hardware and Building Center locations.
Beauty Tone, Canada's paint experts.
Billy, it's not working between us.
What? Why?
Well, ever since I got the new BlackBerry Z10 on Bell, we've grown apart. We can't share screens, and you don't have BBM video. And you only get LTE speed in one corner of your apartment. I feel like we're not communicating.
I can try and make this work, though. I mean...
Billy, it's not you. It's your network.
The BlackBerry Z10, reinvented to work best on LTE. Yours deserves the largest LTE network.
The Edmonton Oilers have left town. They're on a 9-game, 17-day road trip, and it's the Tim Hortons Brier that has taken over Rexall Place. Our featured game on this Saturday night, our first day of competition, Alberta against Manitoba.
Into the room, guys.
They, along with Ontario, the 3 favorites coming in. And the first was a blank, so Manitoba will once again have the last draw.
Nice.
Here in this second, playing the Yellowstone.
Hey, Johnny, let's make this one good, boys.
So same pattern as the last end to start. First one in, corner guard in place. And here goes Ben Hebert with his second.
Might be a little tight. Might be in again. No, line's a little tight.
Line's good. Line's good.
It's good, Kev.
Okay. Clean.
All there.
Whoa. Just clean. Just clean.
Whoa.
Just clean.
Whoa. Whoa.
Whoa.
It's good. It's good.
Shot.
Whoa.
That's looked good, too. Might be a great set. I tried to hit her a hair just for line early there.
Well, here we go.
Now this time the rock comes
a little more.
short. Last time it came in, and that means that it is a come around for Mark Nichols. And this is where the setup is so key. And the kind of shot that Mark wouldn't have played as much as a third, as you mentioned. It has to be near the freeze position so that any run backs later can then move the shot stone out.
Yeah, when we played together, we tried to throw a lot of draws early and allow Mark to run in some of our rocks if they were positioned properly, or to get us out of trouble with the big weight. Now, he didn't play much of this at all, but he's making a lot of them. We watched him a couple times this year. Really getting good at it, and there's a good example there. Just locks it in there.
Actually pops out the other side a little bit.
Ice is so good now that the players, if they throw it smart, good rotation, get it out to the broomer a little wide, throw it a couple feet light. The brushers are so talented putting it in the right spot.
Weight's good. Weight's good. All there.
It's all there. It's all there.
Okay.
Line only.
Line's good.
Line only. Don't want it. Don't want it. Fifth Brier appearance for Mark Kennedy. We forget that this team of Martin and Morris and Kennedy Hebert have been together since 2006.
Hey, Ben.
A little mistake there, bouncing off.
Right here.
Because I think the 3 is straighter than the 6 or the 7. So I think the 6-7 are a pretty good match.
I like it.
And don't forget, these players are looking for not just differences in speed, but in curl. So it takes a little while to get used to them. New stones for all these players.
Yep. Hard, guys. Yep. Oh, my God. It's just like, it's way quiet.
It's quiet, hey?
Yeah.
So a slow start for Reed Carruthers. Our first update is Ontario, British Columbia, and this is the one that you were going to key on, Kathy.
And what a good start for Andrew Bolesky on his first one. Made a run angle double, and Glenn Howard trying to hit and roll underneath, rolled out. So this allows a draw for 2. Needs full 8, maybe a bite of the 4-foot.
Andrew Bolesky, the 29-year-old, the BC team from the Royal City Curling Club in New Westminster. Playing Ontario and the defending Canadian and world champion Glenn Howard. That's a deuce for BC. 4 Brier championships, the last by Greg McCauley in 2000.
Keep going, John. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going.
Nice shot. Shot, Mark. Shot.
Good sweep.
Held that real, man. Almost could have got off it, I guess.
Huh?
Good sweep.
No, you don't want to get off that.
No?
The miss by Reed Carruthers does a couple of things. First of all, it puts his team in a bit of trouble, but it also has Jeff getting away from what he wanted to do, which was set up and then run out. And now you've got a wrong positioning in the house, so yes, you can remove some stones, but it's just not set up the way Jeff wants with hammer.
That's fine, Reed. Shot, Reed.
What the bets he could do there. I think if he hit that really thick, he might not, and stayed in the rings with the shooter, he might not have made the double. So that frees up that last red that was in the rings.
Maybe even nose is close. Good board. Hair high's good though. Yeah, control down. Her nose or hair high.
One thing we learned that these two teams might not have figured out yet was that anything more than that board weight was running a little straighter than expected. John's decided to bring the weight down a little bit here and try to hang around.
Hard. Real hard, guys. Real hard.
Hard.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Benny, yellow.
Hard, Benny. Come on, Ben. Hard, Ben. Hard.
Oh. Okay. For Manitoba lead Mark Nichols, it's his 9th Brier, but his first for Manitoba after 8, playing with Brad Gushue out of Newfoundland, Labrador. Brian Mudryk?
Vic, thank you very, very much. And for years, Nichols' nickname was Bam Bam, and rightfully so. This guy could throw the high, hard one, the run backs, and he made the peels, and he did it beautifully. Well, he's really had to change his game around and evolve. He told me that his practicing is way different. Now he's doing draws, guards, tick shots, and he's really had to work on his game. He admitted that he was actually pretty bad the first few games. I asked him, so why did you come back to the sport? And he told me he got a phone call from Jonathan Meade, and they talked a few times. He went down, played a spiel with him, still was undecided. And finally just came to the realization this could be my best chance to get back to the Olympics. How can you say no to Jeff Stoughton?
Okay. Sorry, John.
And here he is at the Tim Hortons Brier.
So nice to see him back. What a great guy to play with. One of the best ever. Real team player, Linda. He just always positive. He'd take responsibility if he made a mistake. And always tried to keep you positive.
That's pretty special. He's also a great brusher, very fit. Adds a lot to a team.
65. 60, yeah, okay. That's 50.
Ooh, easy, Mark.
Lots of weight.
Easy, Mark.
Okay.
Trying to use that nice center guard.
Close. Don't wanna.
Redstone is shot on the other side.
Right. Okay, you're by. You're by. Tons of weight. Tons of weight. Not good. Oh, there. No. Can't touch it. Don't want to leave a double here.
We'll try to even him up.
Yep. Hard. It's definitely.
Come on.
Okay.
I needed another inch. We're good, eh?
Yeah. Couldn't afford to poke
Well,
it out.
Kathy, let's check in on Mark Nichols' old team. Newfoundland, Labrador against PEI.
Well, his old team is in great shape right now. For Eddie McKenzie on his first one, tried to run back, missed everything, just moved his own stone out of the way, trying to tap his own stone back and cut down the damage.
Newfoundland and Labrador from the Ballyhaley in St. John's without Last Rock, and just promotes it, so it's a steal of 2 for Brad Gushue against Eddie McKenzie from the Charlottetown Curling Complex.
Whoa, Reed, whoa.
Yep, line. Yep, for line. Yep, line. Good. Shot.
Boy, oh boy.
90, John.
On top from Jonathan Meade.
I thought it would be close out of my hand. Yeah, good sweep, guys. Nice shot. Thanks. It's not.
Just updating you, New Brunswick.
I'm good.
They got the one against the Northwest Territories Yukon.
Back 8. You got a bumper, you got the triple.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
Right on the nose bump. They're tough to get rid of.
Kevin wants to move this a little bit so that it frees up the yellow shot rock, moving the red backing a little bit. Then if Jeff makes a play on the top red one, the back yellow, Jeff Stoughton stone will go through the ring.
Pretty close to normal?
Normal speed.
It is normal.
Now the luxury you have, if you have those brushers in front of you, Kevin Martin can hand it to them, give them a draw, and they can make the tap for him.
I tell you what, if you read his face, he didn't particularly like it, Kevin Martin, out of his fingertips.
Come on, can't cross it. Whoa! Off. Part of the back one, John, go!
Punches it back. Looks like for the moment Alberta does have just that much more of the button.
I was worried if it overcurls an inch, he's got that triple, right? That's the.
Oh yeah. No. I'm with you.
I don't mind leaving in this jam. I don't care with that.
Like it? Drill it on the nose?
I think so.
Just got the
try and stay
pinhole.
hairy inside. I try and get right to the nose. I don't think we need to drill it. The weight was good.
We want to pop his.
Back ring.
We curl another inch, he makes a spin triple as these lines.
Yeah, if it overcurls an inch, we're dead. He lies.
Maybe.
That's the knowledge that this team Alberta has.
Well, he puts it here.
Not only do they know how to make shots, that they know how to miss them properly.
I don't think
if that rock had curled, that John was saying, they overswept it a little, but if it had curled to here, Jeff Stoughton comes down at 1,000,000 miles an hour, chips this one through here, sticks that there. The back one might even go onto this rock here, and they could sit as many as 4.
Wait.
So they wanted to get to the nose, but they protected on the right side. Jeff's now going to try to get by the guard sliver, like through the side of this guard, hit it dead on. The back yellow's going on to the back red. Can they save the throne rock? Got to be really close to the guard, Linda, or otherwise they jam it and the red stays.
These are the chances you take when you're playing another great team and you want to take advantage of the possibility of a multiple score.
Jeff Stoughton and his first. Skip Stones here in the second. And now where does that stone go? No. It'll spin to the back edge of the 8.
Guard's pretty good now.
So shot stone remains Alberta without last rock here in the second.
I think so, eh?
Tough shot. Jeff was close. He had the speed. Another inch and a half of curl.
Just need a force.
Let's just be careful here, because if we're
here, that's perfect.
Yeah.
And what does he do?
And
Caps for one.
And if you're a little heavy, we do that. Do that. It's not the end of the world. Okay.
As long as I hit 4 foot.
Okay.
We just don't want it right in front of it. Well, that's
even this
isn't bad.
isn't bad, kid. What's he go here? How does he get? He can't throw this. Right?
Split center.
Yeah. Because I think this gives him an easier shot for 1.
Can he make this double by getting that across the top?
Yes.
I'm missing it.
Well, no, it goes onto that.
Hits it?
But it's still for 3.
Okay, so as long as we're 8 foot.
Okay.
I don't mind coming into the 4 foot if we get over the center line.
Boy, I tell you what, there's an intensity level already.
Oh, yeah.
You can feel it. You can hear it.
Pretty much with this rock, right?
You just think about the amount of time they've just spent talking about exact rock positioning because they know what Jeff Stoughton can do, so they don't want to give him any inch, any chance.
That's fine too, but let's try to go right
Look
here.
at all the conversations to the brushers now about where you place it.
The line's so important here. Just guarding it perfectly. If you're top 8, when Jeff runs it back and makes the double, he's only sitting 1. If they're going to come into the 4 foot, they've got to tuck it underneath the guard a little bit, or they set up a double.
Top 12.
Top 8. Little bit early. Hold the line.
Top 8. Top 8. Just top 8.
Top 8.
Top 8.
Hold the line. Yeah.
Top 4. Top 4.
Hard. It's going to over curl.
Top 4, Johnny.
Kennedy. Heaver.
Stay on it.
You're 4
Top
foot.
8.
Right to it. Yes. Right to it.
Yep.
Little more than they thought.
Yep.
They didn't want to over curl, and that is what they have done. They'll drop it on the edge of the 4 foot tee line to sit 2.
That's good. There's no double. If we ever bump that on an angle,
if we hit it another 2 inches of the rock, it's beauty. Shoot.
That's good though.
They're caught in between. The brushers didn't want to brush because they were calling for top 8, top 4, and it was way deeper than that. But John was screaming for line, and they were sweeping, but I don't think they had their heart in it. And they got a little lucky. If that shot rock was a little to the left of where it is right now, there'd be a homemade double for Jeff Stoughton, the same one he just tried.
Soft hack. Okay. Be a little less than hack, John.
The shot is simpler for Jeff for a single, but I think that's something Kevin Martin doesn't mind giving away at this stage.
Jeff can't afford to slice that guard really tight. If he ticks the guard, it's steal a 2.
Clean.
So facing a couple with his last.
Easy.
Jeff Stoughton here in the second.
Whoa, clean. Whoa, guys.
Nichols
Whoa.
left.
Just clean.
Ruthers right.
Clean.
John Meade with the clean. And by that much, that's the single point for Manitoba here in the first. We played 2. They score their first point.
For a chemical-free way to get rid of dirt, catch it with the ultimate dirt catcher, only at Home Hardware and Building Center locations. The dirt catcher has a 360-degree swivel head and a telescopic handle, so dirt has nowhere to hide. The reusable microfiber pads are machine washable and work wet or dry on almost any surface. Pick up the ultimate dirt catcher and catch the dirt, only at Home Hardware and Building Center locations. Homeowners helping homeowners with expert advice.
Before we got double miles with the Capital One Aspire card, we never had enough single miles to get away together.
Now the father of the bride?
I love you, honey.
Dad, you've always been there for me.
But now, thanks to Aspire, we get double miles on every purchase, so we can both be there for our daughter's anniversary.
Why settle for single miles when you can get double miles with the Aspire Travel World MasterCard?
What's in your wallet?
Check, please.
What would happen if we told Canadian families that we were taking away their Purex bathroom tissue?
Mom? Mommy!
Ma! You got the wrong... honey! Why isn't there any...
Mom? Where's the...
Hare, Mommy G!
Going somewhere?
Western Canada's #1 selling bathroom tissue. Purex, 90 years of pure comfort.
Hey, ever feel like your workday's never done? Newsflash, if you're driving a pickup, it's not. Because the second you're off the clock, you're dragging the dunk tank to the Fall Fun Fest. F-150 with EcoBoost to the rescue. It delivers the best combination of towing and fuel economy. So you get the power to do all the heavy lifting, and you won't get soaked at the pump. No other truck's hitting that. Step right up. Introducing the new 2013 F-150.
This winter, I've got a dare. Try Pantene Daily Moisture Renewal System. Erase a season's worth of damage in just one use. And for 48-hour moisture, try the new Silky Moisture with Cream. Pantene.
Billy, it's not working between us.
What? Why?
Well, ever since I got the new BlackBerry Z10 on Bell, we've grown apart. We can't share screens, and you don't have BBM video. And you only get LTE speed in one corner of your apartment. I feel like we're not communicating.
I can try and make this work, though. I mean...
Billy, it's not you. It's your network.
The BlackBerry Z10, reinvented to work best on LTE. Yours deserves the largest LTE network.
Saturday night at the Brier in Edmonton. Let's get you caught up. Kathy, let's check in on the game between the Northwest Territories and New Brunswick. And both teams coming off draw 1 losses.
Well, a chance for Jamie on James' final stone. He rubbed and rolled into the open, and it is that open stone that Jamie is making a soft weight at. It'll be for 2 for sure, and if he sticks it, and then maybe they'll look to see, I can't tell if it's 3, around the outside.
But you're our expert here.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's wait for it to stop.
There you go.
2 it is.
It is 2. What a great run he had a year ago. Jamie Cooey had a Yellowknife. Now over to sheet A, Newfoundland and Labrador, and it was a steal of 2 for Brad Gushue in the first. Eddie McKenzie, Charlottetown, his last.
And Brad has made everything. The team from Newfoundland Labrador has this entire game. This team from PEI is facing 2 and 3 every time. Oh,
wow.
Nice.
To kick it sideways to get the single. Newfoundland Labrador will have the last rock, leading 2-1.
Well, when we talk about our game, a little bit different start because there was a center guard and Kevin Martin ignored that, put up the corner guard. Manitoba drew around their center guard beautifully, and here's the freeze. Nicely played. 4 lovely shots.
Great shooting, Dan. Nice job. Great shooting.
Sort of like a biter read. Let's try. What do we think with this rock, Reed? Heavy.
This is light. We gotta go to get it over.
Hard line. Gotta go, Jeff.
Over and done.
Just the guard.
Over and done.
We gotta go to get over.
Early numbers for Reed Carruthers, just 50%.
Okay.
It sounds like he's been given the rock with the most curl and obviously a little slower. You heard Mark say he wasn't sure, so he yelled to Jonathan, what do we got with this rock? And it's a slower stone.
Fight the 8 mark. British Columbia up 2-0 on Ontario. Final stone coming here for Glenn Howard, the defending Canadian world champion. Is there a double or is this a hit for the
No,
single?
there is for sure. He's got all those catchers on the back, trying to hit it very thin.
Wow.
BC unfortunately rolled too close to their other stone.
Glenn Howard, 15th Brier appearance by the guard. One back. And now how far does he push it? Oh, maybe not even far enough.
Looks like 1 BC.
It is Steele 1 BC. The team from the Royal City Curling Club, New Westminster.
Hack. Yep. Let's go, Reed. Little up, bump. Whoa. Whoa. No. Whoa.
Needs to curl to get off that corner red one.
Throw, Reed. Shot, Reed. Good.
Unassisted.
Probably make him feel a little better, though, after that guard.
Yes.
Wasn't quite what they wanted. That's a nice shot.
Great bounce back.
Yeah, gotta open her up. Okay, Mark, try to make this double. Go after it pretty hard.
Let's make it, Mark.
Even if you get his back yellow or something, it's not bad, Mark. Like,
And this is cleanup time, and look at how far out in front the guard is. That they're first striking.
So
These are
curl it
tough
in.
angles.
Nice and hard, right at it. Yep.
Mark Kennedy.
Yep. Come on. Hard. Come on. Whoa. Whoa. Oh. Get that out of there.
Now it leaves the shooter right there.
Come on, Mark. Good throw. Hey, Mark.
They're trying to get a multiple hit, get something in the house moved, not quite.
What a weapon, though. He threw it so hard, he almost hit them dead on, but still got two of them moving and nearly got at those ones at the top of the forefoot.
Pretty good. Felt like a lot. Weight's good.
John Meade as we play third stones.
Right to your broom. Line's fine.
Here in the third, Manitoba 1-0.
Whoa.
Weight's real good, Jeff.
And Alberta has the last rock playing the red stone.
Keep going, guys. Go, 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 go.
Close it up. Close it up.
Keep
Come on,
going.
Little more. Shot.
What was that?
Manitoba sitting two,
I dragged a
top
bit.
four,
I was
back edge of the
very
four
excited.
without the hammer.
Oh, turn.
Okay, boys.
Another beat.
The reason you can be patient if you're a Kevin Martin, for example, is that you know you have weapons at second and third, and Mark Kennedy and John Morris. This is a little messier than you would like at this stage, though. Didn't quite get it cleaned up with Mark, so still needing to move a bit of granite.
You want to hit this dead on, even run it right back onto the other red one.
Feels not bad. No, we don't have that.
Curl him up.
And he just drives it by. Will this time roll the shooter out of play.
A little keener on this side?
I don't think so.
I don't think it's keener. Okay, so it's the same.
I think it is.
I think I'll try and give you less, though. Yeah, you can get away with a few feet less.
No, he's good.
Half. Keep it out there.
Line's pretty good, guys. Line's not doesn't need to straight.
Okay, whoa.
It's not going to over curl.
Line's fine.
It's gonna.
Whoa,
No, line's
whoa.
good. Right to your broom. Clean it. Clean
Right
it.
to your broom. Whoa, if you can. Whoa, if you can. It's
We
fine.
can. It's fine.
Throw
Shut
it,
down.
Nice weight, man.
Good.
Wow.
And John Morris will
Close to
head
hitting
down.
that one, but
Have a quick chat.
It's not bad if I just whisker it, eh?
there's no hole, so you're definitely getting rid of this one or this one. Straight back.
We're playing a double, right?
Play the double though. It does this.
He's thinking.
I don't have much
so
of a
how
shot.
About,
Just normal, on the nose.
I like that. Right on the beak.
Yeah, right on the nose.
Decided to play this shot. John wanted to play the double, get rid of both of these, but by doing that, the red one would have stayed here. I'm going to try to run it back. If they hit this perfect, they might be able to save their red one in the rings.
John Morris.
Yep.
Right on the beat.
Doesn't have it.
Sit hard.
And he'll stuff it.
That's what I was worried about, right on the nose.
And Alberta is now, for the moment, the shot stone, but that rock looks like it's popped into the hole.
It's right in the hole for sure,
right on
but
the nose.
just curled a little more than they wanted. Made a great shot all the same, though, and making a long yellow-red raise and leaving it in the rings is job number one, but there is room here for Jeff Stoughton on the intern, I believe.
We are by lots. By the field.
It's not a very nice looking front of the sheet for Kevin Martin here if this is made.
You even heard him say before the last choice was made with John Morris, if I don't play this, I'm not going to have much of a shot for myself, and then the shot isn't made, and even more trouble.
No.
Firm or? Yeah. Here you go. Roll the split the center line. Yeah.
Just a hair off center. Might lose the back rock. That's not a real concern. The key is roll in behind right to the pin. There's just enough room. It's right exactly where you don't want it if you're Kevin Martin.
In his 10th Brier appearance, Jeff Stoughton, his first. Nichols, Carruthers backing off. Coming through the hole. Sure does. And the shooter, however, won't stop there. And will spin to the back 12. But it is now Manitoba sitting 3 without last rock.
Yeah, and like, I think those in practicing, everything was curling. And I'm like, oh.
Well, they brushed it because they actually thought it would move a little bit, but gets through the hole nicely, rolls away.
Yeah, good shot just the same. It was, that wasn't a big port. They didn't know the spot, and here's another one they're not sure of. It's much wider than any practice rock would have been played. Kevin has to make this one to have a chance to score this end, I think. If he misses this one, light for instance, he might not have an opportunity with his next one. I'm guessing Linda maybe 3-6 feet lighter over here, out this wide. It'll definitely finish.
It's all there.
Line only!
Lots of room. Lots of room. Tons of room.
Line's good.
Back 4!
Too much room. Too much
don't
room.
have to sweep it yet.
Line's good. Clean.
Room. Tons of room. Tons of room.
It's good. It's all there. It's all there. Don't want it. It's pretty
Top
good.
4.
We don't want it.
Never.
Don't want it, guys.
Never.
All on its own. They never laid a lick to it.
That's a great guess, and then not just by Kevin Martin, by all 4. Ben and Mark, who were smart enough not to get on
He
it.
freezes to it. We can't get a deuce.
Watch this finish. Fairly slow rotation here for Kevin's intern, and it just puts the blinker on and
My intern.
goes sideways. And there's Kevin knows it. He just said to John, my intern will finish.
Full back 4. It's half open.
Yeah, it comes off his.
Yeah, you can come off his.
Awfully good spot.
There's no open.
So, Russ, as we take a look here, this is a wonderful view. You can see the shinier parts that have been played, primarily down the center. So where they're going out,
Top 4,
you can see a little bit, but you still see what appears to be whiter. Is that the fresher pebble?
Yeah, or maybe a little bit of frost. And when I say frost, it's never going to affect the rocks at this point in time. It's like a refrigerator. If you leave the ice there long enough, you get a little bit of frost, and so it won't affect the speed because the frost is nowhere near above the pebble. So, but that spot definitely hasn't been played, and that little white shine or that little rough area has not been polished. That's all.
Just for weight, guys. Room. We're there. We're there. T-line. T-line. How's line? It's got a curl. Okay, it's got a curl. Right to it, guys. Go. Good brush. Sorry, Jeff.
Kevin even suggested this, didn't he? that in fact, where he ended up, Linda, if they could close it off, that it'd be tough for him to get in here for 2.
His went to the button, so there was lots of room for Jeff to get there. You notice that they had to wait a lot longer. Extra rotation on that took a little bit longer to pick up the break. Now, it'll be interesting to see as this week progresses if Kevin uses that slow rotation on his in-turn to actually have a weapon to bury faster and further.
Yeah, I did that all the time. I love that. If you're confident with the stones, just a little less rotation with these type of rocks, you can get it to curl.
Peel.
The out turns, both turns are there with normal weight, I'd say.
So you can't draw the way that Jeff just did. So you can get through the port and make a hit on that back 4-foot rock.
It looks like, no, you know what? From here, Kevin, it looks like
what, and jump it forward?
Why are we thinking about it so much? Is that out turn?
It just has to be pretty well a nose hit, Vic. The one at the top of the 4-foot belonging to Manitoba is not fully in the 4, so you just have to make sure you don't roll away from the 4-foot with this hit.
This is very difficult. He has to hit it absolutely on the nose.
Try to copy Jeff's throw. Yep.
It'll be difficult without a tuck delivery to copy Jeff Stoughton.
So sitting 1 after a terrific draw. Now trying to come through the hole and sit right there. So Hebert, Kennedy, we've seen this so many times. Trying to save it for the skipper. Through the hole. Sit right there, and they couldn't, and it just rolls away. 1 for Alberta.
Had to throw Peel. Curl a mile.
Sure. As you say, you take the guard, it might be 3 in our little pocket.
Once again, every sip of your favorite coffee gets you closer to spectacular prizes with the return of Roll Up the Rim to Win. Like one of 1,000 Napoleon Gourmet Grills, one of $105,000 MasterCard prepaid cards, one of millions of coffee and food prizes, or one of 40 all-new Toyota RAV4s. It's the coffee you love and the cup you love to roll.
Welcome to Transamerica, where together we're transforming tomorrow.
Your husband put this all together when Emma was born. He was an amazing man. This is for you. It's all paid off.
And this is for Emma.
So where do you think she'll go? Anywhere she wants.
We're making people a more secure tomorrow. What can we make with you? Transamerica. Transform tomorrow.
Every year, more and more babies are born too soon, too small, or too sick. Having your baby admitted to the neonatal intensive care unit is stressful. Seeing your baby surrounded by unfamiliar equipment and people is frightening. We depend on life-saving medical equipment funded by organizations like the Sandra Schmerler Foundation to save these vulnerable babies. Please give generously because every baby deserves a chance to become a champion like Sandra.
Freshness has a new home thanks to exclusive Curadori Vacuum Store Food Savers. Simply put in the food, pump out the air, and create an airtight seal. Record the date the food was stored. Release the seal this easily. Stackable Vacuum Store Food Savers reduce marinating time and are BPA-free. Keep food fresh with Curadori Vacuum Store Food Savers. Only at Home Hardware and Home Hardware Building Center. Homeowners helping homeowners with expert advice.
First rule of taking the world by surprise. Do something the world will actually notice. Introducing the entirely new Ford Fusion. With an available turbocharged EcoBoost engine and a hybrid that doubles the city fuel efficiency of the average midsize sedan, it's an entirely new idea of what a car can be.
WFG has helped change the lives of thousands of people across North America by providing a business platform that supports them as they build sustainable financial services businesses. Our associates have, in turn, helped thousands of families by offering them the financial strategies and products that can improve their financial futures. We are a company of integrity, honesty, and reliability. We are WFG.
Well, Alberta and Kevin Martinwade, a wonderful draw with his first. That's the one on the lid. So now it's up to Jeff Stoughton to try and cut him down.
We don't often say a key shot is a shot that doesn't get shot, but that's all Jeff Stoughton in Manitoba could do here. But he put this in the perfect spot, as close as he could to the red one, but in front of it, forced Kevin to a very tough shot through the opening and held him to a single.
Key shot is brought to you by sponge towels, paper towels, nothing absorbs like it. Our eyes are your eyes for the entire week here in Edmonton and the Tim Hortons Brier on first day, Saturday night.
Weight's good, weight's good.
Okay, let's quickly go over. Is this a chance for Ontario to get all three back?
Well, it sure is. You know, on BC's first, he tried to play a freeze and was short. And so Glenn split the house to lie 3. A big weight hit on his final stone for BC, and he rolled out anti-paint for 3.
Nice spot, man. Well done. That's a perfect spot.
The reigning Canadian.
Good weight, Mark. Still got the same spot.
World champion Glenn Howard picks up 3. They're all tied. Mark Nichols.
It's pretty close.
In a 1-1 tie, and here in 4, it is Manitoba, the team from the Charleswood Curling Club in Winnipeg. It does have the last rock playing the Yellowstone.
All for it. Hard line, guys, hard line. Right to it. Go, go, go. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. You bump it up, bump it up.
A little bit. Good. Good. Shot. Good boy. You guys want to go to the button? Shot, buddy.
So here we go around the center guard one more time, a series. So back to who is going to win this game. Well, if they're going to continue to play these angles, it's whomever can get the angle set up. And so far, the team with the hammer hasn't really gotten them into the right spot. That one's in a nice place, but here comes Mark Kennedy trying to get the better position.
Yeah, he's been on fire, obviously, the Hot Shots winner. Going to try to glue this on the corner.
Weight's good, weight's good.
Mark's really finished here. This looks like he's going to get by the guard by a good foot, and all of a sudden it's tight to get by the guard. Nice curl here.
Switch. Lock it on. Line's good. Lock it on.
Now it starts to really go here now.
Hard, John. Other way, Johnny. Hard, 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 hard. Hard. Keep going. Hard. Keep going, keep going, keep going.
Okay.
Shot, Mark. Switching the wrong side. Fine. Yeah. I thought you said the line was good, so I was. No. Switch.
They were talking about the switch, which is trying to get the brusher closest to the stone. In this case, away from the guard. That will, in theory, have a curl towards the guard a little bit more. And John got a little confused and was doing the twist and turn above that
That's
rock.
right, yeah.
Yep. Hard. Hard.
Reed Carruthers.
Hard. Shot, Reed. Beauty. Same kind of weight, eh? Yeah, speed's the same here, Mark.
It's going to go the other way this time.
The line's good. We can almost afford a tapper. Okay. A hair high side, eh? Okay.
No, you don't want it because then he's got the nose
weight,
on.
guys.
Right on the nose.
Oh, if we freeze, and it's easier. It's good weight. I think that's a little light.
Yep, gotta go a bit. Hard line. Hard line.
Hard, John.
We're light.
Hard.
Okay.
Come on, get a body. Keep going, guys. Keep going. Top 12.
Closest
hard,
to the stone. Ben Hebert out in
John.
front.
Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going.
No, no.
And they, yeah, you heard that. Nope, won't be able to sneak it by.
Mark. Well, don't get mad. I thought I threw the same way. I thought it was close. I know, I just...
It's a slight error there for sure, though, because now there's the
straight one, eh?
Straight back for Reed Carruthers here to sit 2 buried if you make this perfect.
Let's go, Reed. Nice, right?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Checking in on the game between New Brunswick. That's James Grattan. And the team from the Yellowknife Curling Club, Jamie Cooey and Grattan's last on the way, Kathy.
Well, he's been in trouble, and for Jamie Cooey, played really well against Northern Ontario earlier today. Really pushed Brad Jacobs, made a lovely draw on his first hit and roll. So this is a draw, needs to get around those stones and to the lid.
And will not steal 2 for Jamie Cooey, up 4-1. And another terrific shot by Reed Carruthers.
Yeah, that was great. They would have loved to have kept it in behind the guard, but this works too.
I don't mind this.
Here, Johnny, let's do it. 2/3.
No choice but try to hit this and roll right behind cover.
Looks good.
Yep.
Easy.
Whoa.
Easy, Ben.
Close.
Yep.
Yep.
Lots of weight. Hard.
John Morris.
Hard. Hard.
Ready for it to jump across. And in behind cover to sit top 4.
Oh, that was nearly perfect.
Just waited that moment with the brushing, and it does appear early on, of course, with this ice, if you're not on top of it and getting it anticipated very early, it will break and break fast. This is a gentle little shot, trying to get the perfect spot on the rock, sticking out a little bit behind the guard.
No. Nothing.
It's quiet.
It's
yes,
quiet. No.
Yes.
Gotta go on the red.
I got it.
Go, Reed. Go, Reed. Go, Reed. Go, Reed. Good.
And not quite enough to push it
I
out
don't think
now.
it's there anymore. Oh, yeah. Is that ever
We
done?
mentioned-
I didn't think so.
We
Neither did
mentioned
I.
these stones
Fresh
are
there,
new.
maybe. Yeah.
We saw them at the M&M Canadian Juniors in Fort McMurray. They have a real, as you say, a terrific,
Cap.
lively striking
Want me to
band.
throw just a bit more to get a
That
flatter
to me
roll?
seemed not to be quite the action I thought, and maybe the houses are a little deader. Do you think?
Could be. You know, you mentioned the white before. There could be a little bit of frost creeping in. The rain is the biggest culprit for the ice makers, because if the 10,000, 11, whatever's in here, 12,000 people are wet when they come in, that brings in a tremendous amount of moisture. There wasn't much weight, Jonathan, through. I think that was part of the reason.
John Morris unable to hold the shoot.
Let's go, guys. Mark, Reed, let's go.
Great chance here with the Redstone being all the way back in the 12-foot. They have lots of room to get by this wide corner guard.
Guard
Still
covering the
6-2.
edge of the 8.
Fully. Line's good.
Stoughton out to help. Nichols, Carruthers. Trying to get everything they can out of it, and it's going to come up
good start,
light.
guys. What was it, Reed?
90.
Yeah, I thought I threw what I wanted. Okay.
Just guessed on the spot there. The 390. You heard him say 90. That meant 390. Backline to hog, and that's what they wanted. So it's just a little slower spot than they expected. I don't believe there's been an inside-out shot around there.
I was about to say that.
Yeah.
We've been seeing all that center guard play come around in the middle, and so we haven't seen shots to the wings, even though we've seen the corner guards go up. They haven't had many chances to go out there. This is a great example of how difficult it is with the break the way it is on this ice, how challenging. It's good ice, but to play down the middle now and get by the corner guard and by the one in the middle, so going wide side with this.
Line's good. Hard, 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 hard. Hard, hard line, hard line, hard line. Line's good. Go, 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 go.
Morris now.
Come on, Johnny, come on.
Big drag here. Try to get it close. Try to get it there for shot. Stone needs a little more.
Go, 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 go! Come on, Johnny, come on! Go, 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 Mark! Go, 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 Mark! Go! Go, 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 go!
And Hebert says if you don't sweat, you're not brushing.
One more here.
Wow. Kevin Martin a few years back would have run that red one in with the hit, but when you've got those type of tools at the front end.
No, you know what? Fresh. Yeah, but a little bit harder. 50, I suppose, or 52.
The only
Split.
thing is, the only thing is nothing but. Okay.
So I was mentioning the challenge of playing this path. Here we go with Jeff Stoughton trying to do it.
So, eh?
You'll hang for a while, and then you have to really watch it to get by the centerline rocks.
Jeez.
Easy, Mark.
Wait for it. Wait. Line's got room right now.
We're there. Line only.
Oh, wait for it.
Jeff Stoughton.
I still think heavy.
Line's gonna be
his
good.
first here in
Room.
4 of
There.
a 1-1 tie.
Line's good. Room, guys.
We're all the way there. It's heavy.
Line's good. Reed.
Can't go.
Yeah, back here.
It's there. It's there. It's there.
Reed.
Really shot.
That's good. Okay.
Looks like it is a shot stone by just that little bit.
Mine was extremely-
Slipped behind the tee line.
Sorry, very extremely fortunate to be shot. If it's not shot, Kevin just guards it, and it's probably a steal of one. Now Kevin has to come back to that one, and Jeff can duplicate what he just did for at least a single.
Manitoba with 27 Brier wins in the history of the Canadian Men's Curling Championship, dating back to 1927, and that's the most of any province or territory. And Stoughton has the last for Manitoba. That was in 2011.
I thought you were back.
Final stone for Alberta. Kevin Martin.
Hard, Mark!
Boy, you can't.
Come on!
Picked up early.
Lots of weight, guys.
Roll it out a bit,
Work the line still.
Heads down, heads up. Brushing continues.
Keep going.
Roll it out here.
There are a few better tandems in the game today than Ben Hebert and Mark Kennedy.
That was very interesting, though, because Kevin had a totally different line than Jeff Stoughton. He got inside that line early, and it was the brushing that held it out there. Now, Kevin's used to that and does use it and knows he's got that possibility, but that can be really tricky if you get that far inside that quickly. Nicely done.
Like that.
That's less.
So once again, facing two with his last.
Line's good. What do you got?
Jeff Stoughton.
Just small bounce.
Yep.
Hold in. Small bounce. Hold in. Clean.
We're to it.
Clean.
Bouncing.
Just clean.
Yep.
Clean, guys. Just clean.
Acknowledgement from Kevin Martin. His arm goes up. Nice shot. Stoughton. Manitoba take the lead.
In November, 24 curling teams will have the same dream, to leave Kitchener with a ticket to Winnipeg and one final chance to represent Canada in 2014. The action will be intense. The tickets are on sale now.
You gotta be there.
Before we got double miles with the Capital One Aspire card, we never had enough single miles to get away together.
Now the father of the bride?
I love you, honey.
Dad, you've always been there for me.
But now, thanks to Aspire, we get double miles on every purchase, so we can both be there for our daughter's anniversary.
Why settle for single miles when you can get double miles with the Aspire Travel World MasterCard?
What's in your wallet?
Check, please.
Cashmere bathroom tissue is inspired by the luxurious fabric that has defined softness for centuries. From the moment women first brushed it against their skin, nothing else has made them feel so exquisite, so indulged, so stylish. Because women have always known nothing feels like cashmere.
In his first 2 seasons of curling, Alex Marchand won 7 games. 8 games. In that time, he put together a 2-game winning streak, got new uniforms, met an Olympic gold medalist, made the front page of Curling Monthly. He explained to his boss what sweeping does, and got his butt kicked by a guy with a fake hip. Yes, Alex, the Hack Marchand has had quite a year. And it all started with a click.
Get back into all the fast-paced, hard-hitting action with NHL Center Ice on Bell TV. Order the NHL Center Ice package today, and you'll score up to an amazing 600 games this season. With most in stunning HD, you'll feel like you're right in the game. To order, call 1-877-366-6988 and get the lowest price ever. It could be your best acquisition all season. Bell, watching hockey just got better.
Make any glass of red wine even more special with the exclusive Curadori Wine Aerator. The latest member of the exceptional Curadori family, the aerator is simple to use, allowing more air into the wine so it breathes fully, enhancing the bouquet and the flavor. Get more from every sip with the Curadori Wine Aerator. Only at Home Hardware and Home Hardware Building Center. Homeowners helping homeowners with expert advice.
Tim Hortons Roar of the Rings presents the perfect roar for 2 or more. A new flex pack that lets you go when you want to go.
We should go.
I'm calling Jeff and Lindsay.
You wanna live it live.
You gotta be there.
Let's continue our updates. Kathy, let's start with Northwest Territories, Yukon, and New Brunswick.
Well, Jamie Cooey successful in removing the New Brunswick stone, but the way that they are set up, there is a double here for 2 for New Brunswick.
James Gratton in his 10th Brier. Peter Case, Darren Roach on the brush, make the double and try to hold the shooter. Oh, Tom Nogler right there to take it out the back. Just the one for New Brunswick out of the Gage Golf and Curling Club. Now let's go over New Newfoundland Labrador against PEI, and 2 red at the top of the 4-foot. They belong to this man, Brad Gushue, also in his 10th Brier appearance.
Sorry, Vic, the thing here for Brad is they took a look at how to get that 3rd point in. Eddie McKenzie tried to just tick it sideways, was not successful, so they're going way out in the wings, but needs it to finish to bite the 4 for the 3rd point.
Don't ever jump me again, okay? You just wait till I'm finished, all right?
It could be a long way.
It could be. 4-3 and a 5-1 lead. All right, you ready to go again?
Yes.
All right, let's go to the other side. Ontario, BC, and Ontario is sitting 1-2, but it's BC with the last rock. Andrew Bolesky of the Royal City, New Westminster.
And this end really has turned around. At one point, Glenn was facing 3. A great crosshouse double by Wayne Madaw. Needs a big draw here.
First Brier for this entire rookie team. And now it has to stop. Stop and dig in quickly. Slides too far. Steal of 1 for Ontario. And they'll take a 4-3 lead after trailing early 3-0. So now you are up to date here on this Saturday night, our first Saturday. Day 1, the Tim Hortons Brier, the blank, and then the trading of singles. Some nice shot making, but it's interesting, a couple of times a shot may just go too deep, and then the other team following it down. So Manitoba gets the single in 4, here in 5. Alberta will have the last rock playing the Red Stones.
Love it.
Last in was really one of the first where the corner guard could have been utilized. It was Manitoba with a chance to draw around it. They came up short. Otherwise, it's this sort of thing. Stone goes in and that corner guard does go up, and then the rest of the play comes over to the center area with the come-arounds and the angles.
Good half. Minimum, eh? Half rock, buddy. Yeah.
Aggressive call here. They're going to play a hack waiter, try to remove the guard and roll into the rings, hopefully underneath that corner guard.
Gotta go, John. Whoa! Oh, yep. Whoa, whoa, whoa. 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 Curl. Curl. Are you serious? Stick around. Threw that really good. No. Oh, jeez.
And he'll lose the
should have curled.
shooter.
Nice throw.
This is very frustrating. Your weight was golden.
Fair enough.
It looked like it was. Halfway read.
Okay,
I think
so
this one's just a little quicker.
these players are usually pretty honest, it would seem to me, Russ.
Yes.
Okay, I mean, you don't ever want to say good shot when it's not. I mean, are they honest in that? Do you think he threw a good stone?
Yeah, I do. I think they were fooled. Now, whether it's the ice, which they're saying it ran a lot straighter than they guessed at, and it really is a guess in some of these spots. And again, first time with these rocks, first time on the ice, first Brier game this year, and they thought it'd get a little more funny. It didn't miss by much. If you look at it, it's only through the rings by a foot, so it had to bend another inch or so. And they just thought it would curl a little more. And it looks like the outside-in shots are running a hair straight. If most of the missed shots in the 2 games we've covered,
those rocks
outside in are running a little straight and a little more curl inside out. And whether it's just the curlers haven't quite figured out. We notice this all the time. The first day, they curl 80% instead of 85% until they figure it out.
That's pretty good, guys.
You have to remember that they were brushing that stone, and what they're a bit confused about is when to anticipate the break. Well, my goodness, we're in the 5th end.
Yeah.
It's very early to be thinking about that. So close.
Wheel weight.
Dead straight, I think, eh? Yeah. Yeah, mine were dead straight.
Chance here to get lots of stones moving.
Yep.
Come on, Johnny.
Hard. 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 Never off. Never off.
And then he runs it by.
This spot's relatively quick, eh? Like it's normal. It's good. Yeah.
The key for Alberta here is they've got to stay positive about it. But there are a little bit of tricky spots, or they haven't quite figured it out. It's up to them to get that much better at it. Jeff Stoughton on the same sheet.
Johnny.
That's the other part about it, is you have 2 teams here that are very experienced and both expect to play at the highest level.
Mine's good.
Maybe a little early to expect 100% out of yourself.
Yeah, exactly.
No, and you're playing a great opponent that's going to push you to make really tough shots.
We're there.
Clean, just clean. Hit the center line, guys.
We're there. Clean. Just clean. Ooh, baby. Ooh.
Good.
Water?
Around the nose. Now it's risky.
They haven't made a lot of these so far in the first 4.5 ends here.
I don't mind laying off.
Yeah, this is a little tough. It's a lot tougher now that it's longer. Like it's a little riskier.
Don't like that, eh?
This?
Even try to roll. And try to, Kev.
It's a double.
Kev. And try to roll up a hair.
They're tough. If you like it.
Intern.
Oh.
Interesting. I mean, quite as honest with you, I don't see Kevin Martin give up on a shot like that very often.
Well, I think they were worried how risky it would be to jam out their own rock.
And then he'll slide to the back edge.
Wow. Curled.
Real good shot.
I threw that pretty hard.
Good shot.
And it freaking curled. Yeah.
Nice stone. Sorry, Linda, they just got a little underneath what he wanted, but did the job.
You have to remember that was an in-turn, and the broom was on the inside of the rock. They intended that to go very straight. It's not very far off perfection. Sitting first and second and third, so Manitoba has to be careful now.
Hard line.
Top 12.
Hard line.
Tight top 12.
Hard line.
Halfway.
Not a lot of handle here, too. This could really curl.
Whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Yeah. Gonna get a little rub now.
Okay, John.
Wow. 10. I didn't know 5. Okay. Yeah.
Look, I was half rock's good.
Okay.
These are the tricky doubles, but because that one yellow that was just thrown is just a little higher, John's going to hit a thin half, bounce over here, and his red one, if he hits it perfect, is going to go up this way.
Get rid of both these yellows would be nice.
Yeah.
It might even miss that red one. It should go back that far if he gets this perfect.
Well, the indication from Martin was make the double and that'll spin up.
Get up on that, baby. Come on, Mark. Come on, Mark.
Bang, bang. No, no. It'll stay right there.
Just hit the wrong one first.
Pretty good, though. He was just going to nose the back one anyway.
It did roll over and cover the back rock. That's the one comment they made, looking for a positive.
It went the other way.
Hit the wrong one first. Yeah. If you hit the other one, it spins forever.
It's amazing you could get it, hit the lower one and still get some action off the higher one.
Double peel, what is it? Probably guards.
The power of speed.
Well, maybe.
Jeff's going to have to hit the back one now, isn't he?
He is.
Looks like the same ice for a guard, and that would be the other option. Slightly more risky option.
Yep. Whoa. Yep.
Jeff Stoughton and his first.
Yes. Whoa.
Actually gets a little roll towards center line.
Yeah.
Found it interesting in a pre.
He'll be shot here, right? Yeah.
Don't want to go too far just to give him the double, easy double.
In a pre-tournament comment, that Jeff didn't really think that, despite their win at the provincials, that they were playing very well at the moment. He just thought they needed and could still get better as they came into this.
That's why they're so good. They're never satisfied with the successes. It's all about how they're playing. And I saw their semifinal and they didn't play very well, but the ice looked a little dodgy. In the final, I thought they played quite well. But, you know, if you decide you're good enough, you're on the way down.
Enough ice with hack.
At this stage, I think the way Jeff Stoughton is throwing is very conducive to this ice and stones. He's getting a really good read off his own rock, so that's a great thing for the week. A little tap on your own and moving on to shot stone.
Whoa. Whoa. Yep. Yes.
Hard.
Real hard there.
Ebert and Kennedy.
Hard to keep it on.
Get it by this one. Yes, they did. Across. Oh, and they'll clunk their own and move it too far.
Back line.
And so it is the Manitoba stone at the back edge of the button that is shot.
Son of a...
Hate to go high.
I'm not sure if that was a little lighter than they thought. Definitely overcurled the spot.
You can hit and roll there. You had lots of room.
If we rolled right. Even if we bumped it a bit, that might leave it? Yeah.
If you're here, you're good.
Yeah. Okay.
You like it?
Yeah, it's not bad.
Even if you clunk into it, like if you
Yeah.
If you hit it here, if you're here, that's good.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it'd be nice. Like it'd be nice to go right to there.
Yeah. Okay. You like that?
With
up.
Okay.
You like that weight?
Yeah, I think that's max. I don't mind the weight.
Yeah. Okay. Max ice?
I think.
Love to roll right in front here. I heard Kevin say it picked. It's hard to say. That it looked like it was not
like
much weight at the end, a little less than they wanted. So
roll on top?
might have been resulted grabbing some debris.
Do anything else.
If we were 1-2, I think we could.
Yeah, I just don't. Where he's got that other one lying around the outside too.
Yeah.
What kind of weight, Jeffrey? Up weight, guys. Okay.
The up weight, the reason for that is to get a higher roll and try to snuggle right up against that shot rock, glued to the button, really.
Jeff Stoughton is last.
Yes!
Now roll it over and just there, and then it backs up.
Jeez. Sorry, Jeff. I was trying. I'm like,
I know.
go,
I thought I was.
Go.
No, I know. I was doing the clunk.
Oh, okay.
To make sure it rolled. Yeah, no, it should have been perfect. Good throw.
Just a little oomph at the end, and it wouldn't have rolled quite as far.
I was thinking like a little bit.
They're trying to come more into the side of that and not roll quite so far over.
This is no picnic here. 1 against 3, they're all in the full 4.
Hard line!
Facing 3.
Hard line! Where's Wade? Back 4!
Needs the lid.
Go.
Kennedy. Ebert.
Hard.
Go. Hard. Facing 3.
Where is he? Back 4! On the back one!
Yep.
Hard.
And bunk and roll over for 1. Like a poker player, Kevin Martin has his tells. And at the moment, he just doesn't seem to be comfortable. It's a key matchup on this first night here in Edmonton. Alberta and Manitoba.
Kate Burness in the TSN Sports Center newsroom. We'll get you back to the Brier in just a minute, but first, here are some of the stories we're working on for the next edition of Sports Center. Coming your way, 11:30 Eastern. Penguins Canadians, a wild one in Montreal, 52 seconds into OT. Brandon Sutter with his 6th of the season. The Penguins win at 7-6. Sidney Crosby, a 3-point night. Sens taking on the Flyers, second period. Philly with the odd man rush. Wayne Simmons going to go 5-hole on Ben Bishop. He's got his 9th of the season. It's the game winner. Flyers take it 2-1. Capitals taking on the Jets, third period. Nice little passing play by Washington sends Alex Ovechkin in on goal. He's going to be stopped, but Mike Ribeiro buries home the rebound as the Capitals win it 3-0. Also, the Toronto Raptors currently playing over on TSN2, taking on the Milwaukee Bucks. They are down by 4 in the third quarter. We have much more on the next edition of Sports Center. We'll see you then.
Every year, Tim Hortons Brier is one of the biggest sports events in this country, attracting more than 10,000 fans to a single draw. So what happens in a 5,000-seat arena? You buy early. The 2014 Tim Hortons Brier in Kamloops. In its own smaller way, it just might be the biggest ever.
You wanna live it life, you gotta be there.
Ever ask somebody to lend you a foot? Who thinks about stuff like that? Vince Mahi grew up on 2 continents and noticed that wherever you go, people have their hands full, but their feet free. The result? A liftgate you operate with your foot. Nicely done, Mr. Mahi. The all-new 2013 Ford Escape. It's what happens when you go further.
Get back into all the fast-paced, hard-hitting action with NHL Center Ice on Bell TV. Order the NHL Center Ice package today, and you'll score up to an amazing 600 games this season. With most in stunning HD, you'll feel like you're right in the game. To order, call 1-877-366-6988 and get the lowest price ever. It could be your best acquisition all season. Bell. Watching hockey just got better.
No one wants dandruff that keeps coming back. New Clear Men. Its formula with mint, ginseng and tea tree feeds your scalp with hydration. Clear Men also controls dandruff at the source. Clear Men. Feed scalp. Control dandruff at the source.
The M&M Meat Shop's Final End Challenge invites you to watch every curling game to the last end for a chance to win a $50 gift card or a trip for 2 to Flins, Switzerland for the 2014 World Junior Curling Championships. Don't miss the M&M Final End Challenge.
The 2013 Tim Hortons Brier is brought to you by Ford. Go further.
It's the Tim Hortons Brier, Alberta, Manitoba, and they've traded singles after the blank in 1. And so here we are at the break in a 2-2 tie, and Brian's with Kevin Martin.
Kevin, you always have great games against Manitoba. We got a close one once again. I know you were frustrated after your first in 5. What happened?
Yeah, just a little pick. Those happen. So it just spun about halfway down the sheet. And mind you, it was a tough shot to not give Jeff a double. But I would rather have him trying it than to have a freebie.
You talked about being very excited to be at a Brier here in Edmonton. What a night so far. Your thoughts on this crowd?
Yeah, it's great. Geez, yeah, the crowd's been awesome and just a lot of energy. It's terrific, and we just have to play a real good second half here and see if we can come back.
Kevin, thanks for your time.
Thanks.
Kathy, let's check in on the game between Ontario and British Columbia. And remember now that BC had a 3-0 lead. Ontario got 3. Ontario then stole 1 in 4. What's happening here in 5?
Well, he's facing 3, he being BC's Andrew Bolesky on this final stone on Glenn's. He not only removed the BC stone, but he rolled in front of the shot. So this is going through the hole and needs to get to the 4-foot for 1.
Oh, boy. And it won't sit in time again. Second straight. And where there's been a heavy draw, another steal, they go to the break. 5 straight points for Ontario. They lead 5-3. In a 2-2 tie, Jeff Stoughton, Manitoba, and Alberta.
The 2013 Tim Hortons Brier is brought to you by World Financial Group, creating a better tomorrow for families today. WFG by Capital One. What's in your wallet? And by M&M Meat Shops, frozen food at its best.
Cashmere bathroom tissue is inspired by the luxurious fabric that has defined softness for centuries. From the moment women first brushed it against their skin, nothing else has made them feel so exquisite, so indulged, so stylish. Because women have always known nothing feels like cashmere.
World Financial Group is now WFG. We're a financial services company that offers one of the best business platforms to people who want to build rewarding and long-lasting financial services businesses. We're a company of integrity, honesty, and reliability. We're changing the financial services industry for the better. We are the platform to your success. We are WFG.
Thank you, Canada. For almost 50 years, we've served our premium blend coffee. We make sure every cup is 20-minute fresh and served with a smile. But what really makes our coffee special is you. Because every day, coffee lovers all across Canada choose Tim's over any other. So thank you, Paul, Emmanuel, Julie, Alicia, and the millions who've helped make us Canada's favorite coffee.
Before we got double miles with the Capital One Aspire card, we never had enough single miles to get away together.
Now the father of the bride?
I love you, honey.
Dad, you've always been there for me.
But now, thanks to Aspire, we get double miles on every purchase, so we can both be there for our daughter's anniversary.
Why settle for single miles when you can get double miles with the Aspire Travel World MasterCard?
What's in your wallet?
Check, please.
Every day you go new places. A small change in how you do things, or moving your things to a whole new town, or many things to many towns all at once. No matter how small the move, it can be a big leap from where you are now. You've got it in you to go new places. So do we. We go there every day. We're here to help you move to places on the map, in the mind, in the heart, or all three.
Go new places with AMJ Campbell. Contact us at 888-AMJ-MOVE or amjcampbell.com.
before we get underway in the 6th, let's check the numbers after 5.
Well, the first number is the score, and a little bit remarkable, these two high-powered scoring machines have not been able to do that. No deuces. And then you look at the draw percentage. Manitoba's actually been winning that battle. We thought maybe it would be the other way around. Overall, the numbers are pretty close.
The numbers after 5 brought to you by Tim Hortons Premium Brand Coffee. Always 20 minutes fresh. Alberta, Manitoba, our Saturday night feature, meeting very early on their first round-robin game. 2-2 tie. After Alberta got the single, 2 even things in the 5th, it will be Manitoba that has the last draw here in 6. They have the hammer playing the yellow star.
2/3, Mark, 2/3. Real tight. Real tight. It's got a curl. It's got a curl. Whoa. Whoa. Weight's good. Real tight. Real tight.
You're ready.
Whoa,
yep.
We can't.
Okay. Not in.
We can't.
Not in.
No, Johnny.
It's good.
Oh, not in. Just
4 shots. Again.
Now, even this early, though, I am impressed with the brushers in their judgment. They've pretty well known out of the hand if it needs brushing for speed or not, and that's been great communication down to the house end, so they can then judge the line.
Close, guys.
It gives your thrower so much confidence.
Yep.
I remember playing a spiel I spared for 30, and he couldn't make it.
Gotta go.
Actually, David Netherwood couldn't make it in huff and puff for my front end. And I honestly tell you, I do not remember them missing a sweeping judgment the entire spiel.
That's Marcel Rock and Scott Pfeiffer.
Good break.
We've seen some great brushing duos, and these two teams also have that experience.
Board? Yeah. Throw anything here?
What are you throwing?
7.
Mark Nichols with a little rub on the guard. Spills into just the top edge of the 8.
Easy, guys. Easy.
Clean. Whoa.
Whoa, Johnny. Whoa, Johnny. No, don't leave him double in a row. Right on the nose. Good shot.
Nice weight, guys.
Okay. There was that chance to get around the corner guard by Manitoba. It seems like you have that one chance every end, and if you don't get in there, then it seems to go the other way. The other team takes away your chances to get anything started. Nice nose hit there by Alberta.
Good. That's fine.
Yeah, he knows it now.
But isn't that what the elite level is like, Russ? Honestly, I mean, it's one chance. You're given one opportunity, and you better make it.
Well, yeah, because if you don't, it gives the other person, the other team, a freebie, I like to call it, and then that applies pressure to you. It's all about degree of difficulty. If your shots are harder than theirs over a 2.5-hour period, you're not going to win.
Weight's good.
Oh. Close.
Clean.
Close.
Yep. Hard. Right up. Hard. I want to sit right there.
Good.
Nice.
That's good.
Good shot.
Where, Mark? That's a good spot. You can't score through anyway. No. Yeah.
The center line one's a little higher, Reed.
Another one of those rocks a little bit in front of the other.
Yeah.
It's I've said to you before that this what impresses me is that all the players are so involved in the game. They know a lead or second. They may not be the skip, but they're as involved as the skip just may be.
I think that's why Russ and I often do strategy clinics, and I'm surprised that players other than skips don't attend, because every player on the team has to understand the plan and the sequence of shots then that get you to where you want to go.
Makes you a better player, doesn't it? If you're the second stone and you're not quite sure what, in this case, Kevin Martin has up his sleeve, you need to know the option, the plan B, the professional miss, the angle to leave it on, and it just makes you a so much better player.
That's good.
It's not heavy.
It's there, though.
The double was made there, but Mark Kennedy knew he couldn't make the double and squirt through. So, I mean, he knew about the proper positioning.
Yeah, and did he ever? What a shot. He rolled that over, and now there's 2 corner guards for Jeff Stoughton. And an over curl here by Johnny. Okay. His end's turned right around all of a sudden.
Sure has.
And this is the kind of pitcher that Jeff Stoughton really likes, and that is an open house. There is the center guard, but there is a chance for John Meade to roll wide, to get behind their own corner guard and leave all that room to work with in the middle.
Wait, yep. Close. It's good. Yep, yep. Whoa, yep, yep. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa. Got it, Jeff?
It's not working the one way, so they'll go the other.
Okay. Wow. Good hack.
There's the example. John missed the guard completely. Gave Jonathan Meade the freebie. He rolled it into a tougher spot, and now Johnny Moe's got a little tougher degree of difficulty here than he'd love to have.
John Morris.
Good hack. Whoa. Lots of weight. Whoa.
Kennedy, Ebert, nothing to it, and won't touch it on the way by. Wow. Hard to believe that that wouldn't curl for him at all.
I'm not sure what it was. The call was to brush early, and so the release, I'm assuming, was online. It's just a big puzzle right now.
That's good.
I don't think it's heavy.
Really? I think it's real good. Line's good. Whoa, room.
John Leadstones with Mark Nichols to come around in this spot did wreck on the guard, so they should have a pretty good feel for what it will do.
Deep then, guys.
We are.
Let's go. Okay, you're right. Okay.
Shot. You know what? We got caught on one of yours earlier in the game going this way.
Oh, no, I know.
Yeah. Well, on Mark's, we should have known.
I threw that hard.
Yeah. Let's try that then. Might as well.
Play the thin double here.
Thinner than a quarter, eh?
No, yeah.
But Kevin might go with the run back. Try to hit and stay. Nothing's easy. You freeze to the back one, but you're probably not even shot rocks. I think this is his best chance to get out of this predicament.
Hard.
Right out of his hand.
Hard to get her by.
Ebert, Kennedy, pick him up. Hard to get it by. And he'll get the stone top edge of the four, and compliment to the front end just to hold it to get that stone.
Half in the four, and then you got the intern. Yeah. Just want to bury it.
Well, if you bury it and you're here, I mean,
yeah, I know he makes. Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Okay.
He's got to make an absolute dead stick. If you're too high, he'll go around it.
I know. What do you think for weight?
I think this is. I don't think it's quite as keen as that spot, but it's not bad.
Okay.
Great conversation. If you go too high, you hate to be deep, but the whole end's ruined if this is back button.
If you want to bite the.
So they're going to go around high, but Jonathan yelled out to Jeff, if you go too high, like top 12, Kevin will ignore everything, go right around everything, and maybe steal a point.
Half buried
He's so confident with his draw weight with his two great brushers.
The only thing from Kevin's throws and listening to John Morris in the house, I have to think he's just a little inside because it's quite panicky on that first brush call. So maybe just pointing it a bit, not knowing he's even doing it. So if that's the case, keep putting the pressure on and keep putting them partially even behind guards and get him throwing at them.
Top 8.
Hold on.
Top 4.
Hold on.
Half 4. Room. We're there. T-line. Only if you're light, guys.
Eagles and
Top 4.
Carruthers.
He's gonna have to curl.
Nothing to it as it hangs.
Yep. Go.
Now the break.
Go. Good. Good.
Both skips seem a little bit puzzled. Still.
Well, we were pointing out the difference in the way the two players throw, and Russ mentioned the tuck delivery. Jeff has quite a different style and quite a different release, and following each other down doesn't seem to be giving them enough information to then decide where to put the broom for themselves.
Yeah, Jeff's out turn, for instance, is going to run so much straighter than Kevin Martin.
Yeah, basically, okay. No, it's fine. Okay. Just, it's hard because I'm looking at it going like, now we've got to get a piece buried here, getting it roll behind. Yeah.
No, it's a good spot, Jeff.
Nah, a little deep.
Yeah, blocker on.
A little deeper than they wanted. If it was top four and Kevin freezes, Jeff would have a lot more room to draw for two. Kevin can maybe even tap this if the line's perfect, but he has to be careful. Ticks the guard or rolls open to hit for three.
Let you roll there. What do you think, Kev?
A lot of room.
Just freeze.
A lot of room. A lot of room.
Top
if you can.
Top
if you can. If you can. If you can.
Line only.
Final stone, Alberta.
Line only.
Lock it on.
Good. Top button.
Here in 6.
Lock it on.
Room.
Yeah.
Line's good. Line's good.
Lock it on. Lock
Easy.
it on.
Easy.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Whoa.
Right off.
Overcurl just a hair.
Whoa.
It is.
And overcurl just a hair. It does indeed. Right to the face.
Now you notice the difference with that throw. That was a perfect release. There was no panic in John Morris. The brushers could guide it in. Very nicely done.
That's why Jeff wasn't totally happy with his. If Jeff's had stopped here, Kevin does that, then Jeff's got so much more room with his last one.
Less or same?
No, a little less.
Yeah, a little less. I'm wider, though, than everybody's been. I'm like 8 inches wider than everybody.
Okay, then maybe close to the same.
It's a beautiful freeze. It's not just the fact that it's so close, but it also overcurled and covers a piece of the button from the other side. And then you have Jeff Stoughton having to go again to this path where you have to get by the corner guard, and then it'll swoop into the button.
Don't want to. Oh, I think it's great. I think it's great.
Got room.
There is that guard out there.
T-line.
Line's good.
Covering the edge of the 8.
We're there.
Line's good.
We're there.
Now off of that. Through the hole.
Yep.
To catch the button. And that over brushing. And it'll go too far.
I think that spot's just a little keener.
1 for
Thought it was going to rub that, eh?
Manitoba.
Take a little steam off.
3-2.
What's that?
Before we got double miles with the Capital One Aspire card, we never had enough single miles to get away together.
Now the father of the bride?
I love you, honey.
Dad, you've always been there for me.
But now, thanks to Aspire, we get double miles on every purchase, so we can both be there for our daughter's anniversary.
Why settle for single miles when you can get double miles with the Aspire Travel World MasterCard?
What's in your wallet?
Check, please.
What would happen if we told Canadian families that we were taking away their Purex bathroom tissue?
Mom? Mommy!
Ma! You got the wrong... honey!
Why isn't there any...
Mom, where's the...
Arey, Mommy G!
Going somewhere?
Western Canada's #1 selling bathroom tissue. Purex, 90 years of pure comfort.
This is it, Alex. Your moment. You've trained for this. You sweat for this. You know this game inside out. But you need to dig deeper. You need to push harder. You need to go bigger. Nobody's gonna do it for you.
Hey, what are you waiting for?
What are you waiting for?
Why would you fly WestJet on business? Let's just say It'll impress the big boss man. Earn valuable WestJet dollars with WestJet rewards that you can use for moments that really matter. Find out just how rewarding a rewards program can be at westjet.com/rewards.
I'm a mover. Did 2 houses yesterday. Back pain? Unbelievable. I grabbed Rub A535 Extra Strength. I feel the heat fast, right where I need it. No more pain. A535 Extra Strength. Keeps me moving.
All right, if you're thinking about getting a new truck, you're probably thinking about fuel economy. Well, you're going to want some torque to go with it. Because unless you're using your truck to deliver pizzas, you ain't getting anything done without it. Torque is power. It pulls trailers, hauls dirt, drags boulders. Torque is what gets the cap off the cold one. And only the Ford F-150 with EcoBoost has the best combination of torque and fuel economy. Think about that. Introducing the new 2013 F-150.
He is one of, if not the greatest skip of all time. And at the Brier, he's been nearly impossible to beat, winning 106 games in his career with just 33 losses. There are very few people that can boast a winning record against Kevin Martin. However, one of them is Jeff Stoughton. Tonight is their 13th meeting at the Brier, dating all the way back to 1991, when they were both rookies. And over the years, it's Stoughton that has had the better record head-to-head, winning 7 and losing 5. At the 1996 Brier, Kevin Martin only lost 3 games, and all 3 were to Jeff Stoughton, including the gold medal game that year, when Team Manitoba stole 1 in an extra end to become the champion. It remains the only time that Kevin Martin has lost a Brier final. His Alberta team would gain some revenge in 2009, beating Jeff Stoughton's team handily in the final, en route to his 4th title. However, overall, Kevin Martin's biggest nemesis at the Brier has been Stoughton. There's no player that he's lost to more often. Kevin Martin might be the #1 skip of all time, but it is Jeff Stoughton that's had his number. And so, career wins a skip. There's Russ at 113, and Kevin comes in at 106. And depending how the week goes, Kevin could in fact surpass that. The other thing to keep in mind is that Russ came in with 14 appearances, but Glenn Howard, of course, your brother, has surpassed that now with his 15th. So that is gone. Your tour wins could be gone. You'll be forgotten by the end of this week.
Oh, nice.
Just left in the booth with you two.
Well, that's the only thing that keeps you in front of the people. I mean, you should be thankful.
Vic, I still have the record for the most losses at the Brier. I do.
Is that right?
I seriously do. So,
well, so there
see
you
if
go.
they can catch that.
Wade's good, Jeff. T-line for sure.
Just trying to make you feel good.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah. Oh, you're all hurt.
As we welcome you back on this Saturday and our first day at the Tim Hortons Brier.
Well, you can get them both. Hand roll for a corner.
A little bit low.
Oh, yeah.
Here.
Manitoba with a 3-2 lead. And yeah, you know, it's as I said earlier, there's just something.
What do you think? Whatever you like.
We know him so well, Kevin.
Third end.
And there are just nights when you think he's not comfortable, and I just don't know if he's comfortable.
No, I don't. I agree. And he made a great one there, though. Lyndon was just saying that was the best throw. All the other throws, it's been a panic sweep early. And that one, he threw it great and welded it on the corner, forced Jeff to a tough one and stay in this game.
Hard shooter.
And that's going to help because to this point, their runbacks actually have not been on target. We talked about Mark Kennedy before the game, how brilliant he normally is at this kind of shot. Wanted to cross it to get the shooter to roll, gets the one out of the house, and of course the yellow guard as well.
You know what Kevin Martin, Alberta, are up to here. He loves to have hammer and even ends, so he's going to try to run this one through, score 2 and 8.
Yep. Line early. Whoa. Line's really good. Whoa. Yep, line.
Yeah, we gotta go.
Whoa. Line's good. Yep.
It's going back, Jeff. shot.
Okay.
Slips again, just that much too deep. Russ behind the tee line back four.
Yeah, it's nice to have it buried, and they can't. Mark can't hit it and keep the blank alive. But
for sure.
because it's behind the line, they're just going to try to lock one on, as Kevin did last time.
Almost extra keen.
A little bit.
I heard him say full speed, meaning it's up to the normal draw weight speed that they expect to see.
Hard.
Come on, Benny, come on.
Hard.
I got
That's
you.
a light.
It's good for
No,
Derek,
light,
man. Go.
No, it's light. More light. Hard.
Keep going. Come on, get him on.
And
Just
no.
down. Okay.
Oh, my goodness. You're feeling deep, Johnny.
There's a lot of frustration about the line of that one. I think the worst part is it bounced so far, it's actually fairly easy to remove it and not jam it onto the one in the house.
Little big. Whoa. Little heavy.
No. See with this yellow.
John doesn't want to roll out here. Remember in that exact same spot, they were really upset the Martin team where they shot 2 ends ago that Martin Kennedy threw and it tracked on them a little bit, and they were shocked that it rolled out.
Hey, Johnny.
It's the same spot.
Walk it on, Johnny. Speed's good. I'm
So
just a little
one
late.
more chance, and that guard now, of course, because of the little rub, has been moved over just that much.
Good chat at the hat. Mark Kennedy saying, I didn't give it enough, so John doesn't think he has to add to that last speed.
Gotta go for line.
They got to go in this one big
Gotta
time.
go for line.
Hard.
Gotta go for line. Gotta go for line.
Boy, again.
Come on, Mark, you got it. Gotta go for line.
Kennedy and Hebert again.
Hard.
Well past the guard. Now just trying to prevent the over curl, and they don't.
That's not very good.
Shot Stone again is Manitoba without last rock.
Yeah. Gave you more than me, too. Yeah.
Well, Newfoundland Labrador have their lead now by 5. New Brunswick has come back with one.
Top 4.
Team from Yellowknife still leading there, and BC, after giving up 2 straight steals, will come back with a single down by 1 to Ontario.
Wait, only got We're there. Whoa. To it.
Small bounce.
Close. Small bounce. Yep. Small bounce. Whoa.
Beauty. Shot, John.
Small bounce.
Shot, buddy. Not a shot, John.
Dead nut.
One more time, that's great judgment and great information to pass down the ice. I've been really impressed by that. Small bounce indeed it was. Nice position of those 2 yellows.
To be dead straight here. Yeah, just a hair high, John. I'm gonna aim right at the stick. Right at the freaking nose here.
I'm going to try to run this back and try to get both Manitoba rocks.
Close up. Hard guy.
Right on the nose was the thought. And they'll get the shot Stone.
Good throw. Curled a bit.
Same spot, eh?
Yeah, it's good speed down there.
Not bad there?
Yeah, that's exactly what I was going to say. We didn't sweep it a whole lot either. No, hey, that's what I mean.
Try, Donnie.
I don't, like, if Jeff asks, you have to tell him it's the same as the other side. Same speed, yes. Yeah,
Listen to that. That's the front end that you're here talking. Reed Carruthers, Mark Nichols.
Yeah, it's good speed. Yeah.
Okay.
Discussing what information they would pass on to Jeff should he ask.
Yeah, just right
That's
up the T line.
fantastic. It's hard to teach that. It's just all the little things. I call them big things. There are no little things at this level. You got to be able to do all of them right. One little thing that you don't do, it's going to cost you a game. But there's so many things you have to do to be a good front-end player.
You're also trying to consider all the factors. Last end, Jeff was heavy twice. We're talking by inches, but still a little bit heavy. So you're trying to decide how to convey information based on what the player has done in the game so far.
We're there.
Right to it, guys.
Skip Stones.
Whoa, then. Whoa.
Jeff Stoughton. His first sitting one.
Get over there.
And and into the crotch.
Good.
Wow.
Sorry, Jeff.
Wow.
Jeff seemed to be gliding a little farther.
I think so.
Yeah.
It's just getting a little faster, I think.
Yeah, I
With all
know
those
they're
shots.
calling top 8.
Yeah, they're calling top 8, top 4.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, we'll be through the house.
Okay. Just through?
Definitely a lot warmer in
I think
here,
it's more
temperature
important
than
to stay
the
there.
probably because of the bigger crowd than it was game 1.
Even if it's
Yeah, it's
there.
got to get out of the way, that one.
That would allow to make it a little greasier, a little quicker surface.
According to my
Marcus,
notes,
yes.
sorry, Vic,
No worries.
the notes that I'm making, his draws have been a tiny bit heavy 5 times.
There you go.
And it's just that little bit, but maybe a little bit telling thing, and I think maybe to the rocks.
If you get to the nose or just cross it a little bit, do you make the double here?
I don't think you can, to get to the nose or cross a little bit, I don't think you can throw it hard enough to make the
Okay.
double, but ideally is get to the nose and sit shot rock. He can do something with his next one.
All right. It'll curl.
Clean!
Whoa.
Kevin Martin.
Close, though.
Clean, yep, yes!
And his first. And here they go, Hebert and Kennedy. The crowd will tell you, got it by. Get it cross. Oh, no.
Shot, Kev. Shot.
Gets the back one. Spills over to sit second and third shot. Shot stone is still Manitoba.
By 2, Rock.
Oh, okay. Because it looked like it had plenty, and then all of a sudden...
We're talking about the stone, and this one definitely curled very
thinking
quickly
hack, see?
and surprised them how quickly it did
Could've
go.
moved with hack,
So
could've moved with
I
right.
think maybe he's actually selected one that's got a little bit of extra curl, and
yes.
that might also affect the speed.
Very possible.
You locked it right in there.
Bounce that Manitoba stone
Yes,
wide
squeeze it in
open, though. Jeff's got to be
Don't wanna move
very
ours,
careful.
Yeah, the only good news is there's no hole between the yellow and the red,
Yeah, it
so
should be
Jeff
pretty close,
snuggles into the pocket there, he's fine. But if he dislodges his own rock, could be as many as 3 here.
Final stone, Jeff Stoughton, without last rock. So where's he going here?
Just freezing into the inside of his own without moving it, even freezing to the top red one that's Kevin Martin just threw.
Take a look. Take a look.
Where are you?
We're there.
Yep.
Top 4. T-line. T-line.
Close. Wait's real good.
Yep. T-line. Hard. Whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Little bounce. And sits there, top edge of the button. Sits for 2 without last rock.
That's a beauty.
Thanks.
That is a beauty.
Why is it a beauty?
Well, the angle, Vic, you can't. Kevin could make this double if he hit it there, and his shooter would stick here possibly if that guard wasn't there. So he has no possible chance. And by Jeff rolling over like he did, since there's no double, how does Kevin get in there? He's going to have to come down here and just get a piece of the pin. Can't be heavy and can't hit too much of that top yellow one. Really difficult. Not a lot of room there.
So basically drawing the pin against 2.
Remember, if he misses this, he's 3 down, playing 8.
In a game where he really hasn't been that comfortable, or it appears that Kevin Martin hasn't been comfortable with the stones. And Hebert and Kennedy and called on right away, as they have so many times already. Listen, Morris calling him. Got to get him to the button. Crowd needs to get him to the button. Look at this. Oh, my. Kevin Martin pulls out a little magic with the help of his assistants, Hebert and Kennedy. And Manitoba and Stoughton just had their pocket picked.
Once again, every sip of your favorite coffee gets you closer to spectacular prizes with the return of Roll Up the Rim to Win. Like one of 1,000 Napoleon Gourmet Grills, one of $105,000 MasterCard prepaid cards, one of millions of coffee and food prizes, or one of 40 all-new Toyota RAV4s. It's the coffee you love and the cup you love to roll.
finding yourself out here on the very edge of the continent. Waking up to the first sunrise in North America. It's hard to believe that most people still wake up to an alarm clock. Newfoundland and Labrador.
What will your last 10 years look like? Will you be quick enough for a game of tag with your grandchild? Strong enough to embrace every moment? Will you grow old with vitality or get old with disease? It's time to decide. The average Canadian will spend their last 10 years in sickness. Change your future at makehealthlast.ca.
The following is a special message to those currently taking Coumadin, also known as warfarin. If you are currently taking Coumadin or warfarin, ask your doctor if Pradaxa might be right for you. Pradaxa.
WFG has helped change the lives of thousands of people across North America by providing a business platform that supports them as they build sustainable financial services businesses. Our associates have, in turn, helped thousands of families by offering them the financial strategies and products that can improve their financial futures. We are a company of integrity, honesty, and reliability. We are WFG.
48 curlers began, all of them with a chance to drive away in a brand new 2013 Ford Fusion EcoBoost in the annual Ford Hot Shots competition. And it all came down to a pair of familiar faces. Last year's champion Wayne Madaw, the hometown favorite Mark Kennedy. And on his last shot and trailing by 3, the Team Alberta second needed 4 points on the double takeout. And the roar of the crowd will tell the story. Kennedy nails it, hanging around in the forefoot for the win. Mark Kennedy drives away a winner. His prize, a 2-year lease on this beautiful 2013 Ford Fusion and the title of Ford Hot Shots champion. Well, let's continue our updates and we'll check in on the game between the Northwest Territories Yukon. Jamie Cooey out of Yellowknife playing James Grattan. Final stone on the way for Cooey. Kathy.
Well, he's facing 4, and what is surprising is the amount of weight he is throwing on this shot. It has been all the team from the north, but not this end. Needs to stick for sure.
And out it goes. Wow, New Brunswick, steal of 3. And they now lead it by 1, 6-5 to Newfoundland Labrador and Prince Edward Island. And 2 reds there means Brad Gushu in good position again against Eddie McKenzie.
Well, he sure is, and he can only see a glimmer of that 1 stone. You really have to get to the face of it to make the double, but he's trying to make contact to at least get rid of 1. Unfortunately, with the score, he needed to score.
And it's another steal of a single, so it is now 8-2 for Newfoundland Labrador as Brad Gushu looks to win 2 in a row. Here at Rexall Place on our opening day of coverage to Tim Hortons Brier. What a shot. Just when you think that Kevin Martin hasn't got the touch or the feel, and he puts one right on the pin, facing 2. And so here in a 3-3 tie in 8, it will be Manitoba that does have the last rock. They have the hammer playing the Yellowstones.
Alberta put up the guard, centerline guard. A come around was made a little deep. It came right into that button area, and a lovely freeze played by Ben Hebert for Alberta. Mark Nichols tried to come around and wrecked on the front one and rolled. That's the yellow one just in front.
Nice shot. Nice shot.
Try to get to the nose or peel it. Yeah.
Didn't quite curl enough there. They kind of overbrushed it a hair. It's hard to criticize. It's like 3 inches heavy, but I think they can make the double here if they get tighten up to the guard with some speed.
Whoa!
Nice shot, Reed.
Yeah, it wasn't quite there, but they stayed on top.
Let's check the numbers here. And Mark Kennedy is somebody, of course, you focused on early.
You think maybe I jinxed him because I said we never see low numbers from Mark Kennedy, and we're seeing them tonight. And draws, he's normally great with those come-around draws. Reed Carruthers with a big edge in that category.
Well, Carruthers started off very poorly. Remember, I think I said he was at 50%. That was in the third, so he's brought his game back. The player numbers are brought to you by Capital One. What's in your wallet?
Hard, guys! Hard, John! Hard! Come on, Johnny, we're real close. Hard! Hard! Hard, 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 hard! Come on, go, hard, Kev! Hard, 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 hard! Great shot. Beautiful. Good.
Oh, that's world class there, though.
Yeah,
nice
so
comeback.
There you go. You throw the numbers out when you make a shot like that, and a pat in the back, too.
The great thing with these two teams, although they may be frustrated at points with either the speed or the curl or something about a stone, they keep fighting and are very determined to make the next one better, and you love that in a teammate, and Mark Kennedy is one of those guys.
Whoa! 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 Okay, Reed. Try, Reed. Here, let's sew that up. Oh, really? I like a guard. You probably make that. Time.
Kevin wants to play the hit and roll for a guard, which is a lot harder than throwing a guard, so we're going to have a vote here.
Don't you like the guard? Because that's even blocking his in-turn draw, Kev. That guard.
Yeah, Jonathan's out turn. He's probably making that run.
Okay, then we got a center guard.
Well, the problem is if he makes the double.
Because one of the options would be nice to.
Well, I'd like to blank.
Or if we could ever get. Well, right now I think we got a decent chance for a steal. Right? It's either steal or force.
This your first one or second one?
First.
Holy shit. Well, not really.
Well,
but
I'm just saying, we're guarding one that's just biting the forfeit.
Yeah. The stone I'm worried about is 1 inch from the house.
What are you worried about with that stone? The come around or something?
Come around, split.
Because he's got a
later in the end raise.
We guard and he runs and he goes bing bang. We lose our back. 2 corner guards.
That's what he'll be playing.
Right?
Out turn just off nose.
Because if you guard it, he goes 7/8 high.
But I'm just
saying that's his shot.
And it's the 8th in.
Okay, but
like if you peel right now,
you got the blank. Yeah.
We get the blank.
But you got a good chance to force right now too.
Force, but
no, you don't really want the force. You want the steal or you want the
blank. Now, right now, I don't see this being a great steal opportunity. It's only top 8.
Except for you got his in-turn draw cut off right now. If you throw 2 good guards.
That's the only thing. It's, if it was like another foot out there and he had an easy draw, I'm with you. But it's sort of it's sort of cutting off.
If you want to hit it, though, hit it.
Yeah, I'm good with whatever.
Totally.
I'm easy.
Like we're thinking he's going to make a
chance?
raise triple for a corner guard.
We got us.
Or double.
Even if he makes a double and rolls for a corner, what are we doing?
We're then in trouble.
Okay, but if I throw just a halfway 2/3 guard.
Pretty easy. It's Jonathan's out turn, right? Like,
right
yeah.
there.
You know, John's really trying to sell the guard, and it's funny because 2 ends ago, the exact same shot, he missed the guard, it over-curled.
You're thinking of hit and roll?
Yeah, hit and roll in the rings. Hit and roll out.
See, like if I ever nose this.
I just want to blank. I just want to blank.
This.
Yep, well, don't nose it, repeal it then. Can't jam. Like right now, we've got a blank, which is great. We have more than a 50% chance of winning the game if we blank this end. Like
because of
at least 50-50.
Well,
So if
exactly.
scores
He
right down to
by
like
hitting and
30%,
rolling out
right?
here, removing the only dangerous rock, Jeff probably isn't going to freeze. Jeff's going to try to hit his way out of it.
Hope he makes the double.
Because there's no
Well, I was
guards, there'll
kinda
probably
hoping
be a
to sit
blank
right in
end, and
front
what's
of
what
it.
Kevin
Okay,
wants,
let's
because
throw,
if Kevin can force Manitoba to a single and 9, score 2 and 10, he wins.
And it's interesting,
Okay.
the respect
Let's do this
that Kevin
twice,
Martin
remember?
has for John Meade,
Yeah.
who throws the 3rd stone. Remember the Dominion All-Star Curling Skins game at Casino Rama and the draft. Who did Kevin Martin pick first?
Jonathan Meade.
Jonathan Meade.
Great point back. And he also he went for a little farther with his research and said it's Jonathan Meade and it's his out turn, and I agree with that. That would be his, not that he's weak on the in turn, but he makes a ton of run backs with that out turn side.
Good.
Roll it
That's
out.
fine, John.
Sure, fine.
Good shot.
I think both calls were good. John was saying we can force him to a single. You always like to do that too. But when it's this late in the game, I think what they're afraid of is you force Jeff to a single and 8. Alberta scores 1 and 9. Now Manitoba's hammer coming home tied.
You do have to look at the scoreboard. This is an unusual game. No team getting that advantage of a deuce with hammer. So it really has just gone back and forth, and it sometimes changes your logic as to what you do want to do in 8, 9, and of course 10. You're trying to set it up for that big win.
You know, for Martin, this is very much like his provincial playdowns, and the games in particular he played against Kevin Cooley. I think they played 21 ends. Yes. There was never more than a single point scored. It was as tough, Martin said, as of any playdown he's ever been.
You could tell he was excited about it too. That it was. He said, "I haven't been in a game like that in a long time." Nobody made a 2.
No.
Jeez. I can't pick that spot up. I curled more of a board than Hack.
He's got a gold medal.
I can't pick that spot up.
Firm, boys.
Okay.
Yeah. Yep. Easy, easy, easy. Easy. Yep. Good.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Trying to roll out.
I'll pretend.
Okay.
Sorry, man. For this.
What's that?
Yeah, then you're tied up coming home without.
Kathy, those little lousy outside biters. And Ontario has one, and this looks like an open draw for 2.
It is. BC tried really hard for the crosshouse double on their final stone. He got 1, but missed it too thin. And so it is a draw anywhere in the paint for Glenn.
Going.
Still 3.
That's all you got, Kathy?
That's it. It's a draw.
My goodness. There you go. 2 for Ontario and a 7-4 lead.
Looked like an intern to me.
That's the kind of stuff.
Yeah, see.
That's the analysis.
That's gold medal stuff.
We're on the button, guys.
Still slid pretty good, eh?
That's a great comment too. Down the middle, we all talk about it. Don't think I've ever played in a curling club that hasn't slowed down a little bit. Might be 6 inches. Sometimes it's more like 8 feet. And the comment was that still slid. It hadn't slowed down yet, which is a compliment to Jamie Barras and his ice team, and to the front end for Alberta to keep thinking.
All right, for those who don't curl, that's because, what, just the wear and tear?
Yeah, just plain wear and tear. You wear enough of the pebble off that it doesn't hold the rock up high enough, and there's just that much more friction.
Clean it. The interesting thing about the logic of when you want to blank and trying to get to the 10th end in a certain position, we do have to mention that if you play at a world level, you're not going to get necessarily the same logic about the 8th end. You will see teams take one as opposed to blank. So that is one thing we talk about, all the things that you have to do in planning your strategy. You can't always assume you know what the opposition will do. Sometimes it throws you for a bit of a loop in those international events.
I played Kevin Martin in a skins game, and we'd won on the button like this, and he missed it on purpose. Gave us $7,000 for the steal, just so that he'd have hammer in the important 10th end.
Good.
That drove Vic nuts.
Good.
Just throwing away the money
what
like
are you
that.
Thinking? Right on the nose.
Good end, you guys. It's a good blank.
It's interesting what a little, I say, no disrespect, a draw like that can do for your confidence, because I think he just, with his demeanor right there, he looks better.
Yeah. I wonder if Jeff will cross him up here and hit and stay on purpose.
Really
take the single.
here, right?
Well, that's what I'm saying, that if it was a European team,
Yeah, they would.
almost guaranteed they want to get the 1 and 8, assume that they can force the 1 and 9 to get the hammer back in 10.
Yep. Really got to go, guys.
And no.
One.
Out it goes.
Thanks, buddy. I wasn't sure, so I figured, well.
So it'll stay 3 through 8. And that's go over to Northwest Territories and New Brunswick. Kathy?
Well, it's a chance for 5, Vic. That final stone by James Grattan did not come deep enough. This is an outturn, Vic. Further analysis, and it is a hit for potential 5.
Look at that. And you can count them up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, says Tom Nogler. Put 5 on the board. 10-6. And our first final of the evening, Newfoundland Labrador get out of the gate with 2 straight wins, 2 losses for PEI.
I heard you calling from the start. A river runs through both our hearts. 1,000 shades of something new. I cannot wait to play for you. Land of dreams, come and find your land of dreams.
If the only thing you really know about your insurance is how much you have to pay for it, you need an insurance broker. Only a professional broker will be on your side, finding you the best insurance, handling every little thing for you, and helping in the event of a claim, so you can sleep easy. Your best insurance is an insurance broker.
Sorry.
Bang.
Sorry.
Oh, I'm not.
Sorry, Mr. Tiger. Did you see that?
He's coming.
If you have sensitive skin, try Mach 3 Sensitive, a closer shave in a single stroke. For less irritation, even on sensitive skin. Gillette Mach 3 Sensitive. Gillette, the best a man can get.
Canadians are crazy about curling, and so are their kids. Thanks to the Capital One Rocks and Rings program, thousands of kids across Canada have learned about curling in their elementary schools. From coast to coast, Rocks and Rings has kids screaming, "Hurry hard!" and having a great time doing it. Our instructors get kids active and excited to learn about a new sport. The kids love it, the teachers love it, and the best part is, the whole program comes to you. To get Rocks and Rings in your school, visit rocksandrings.com.
It's phenomenal to be at the Brier. This is what you work your whole season for, is to make it to the Brier. Wearing the green and gold and earning a Purple Heart never gets old. We hope to be earning our way here for many years to come. It's always been a dream of ours since we were kids and since we started curling to win the Brier. That would be a dream come true. We're a young team. We're going to have lots of years after this, but we're coming here with a lot of confidence, the best year we've ever had. You know, we want to win just as bad as every other team here.
Brad Jacobs and the Northern Ontario champions from the Sioux Curlers Association in Sault Ste. Marie. That will be the featured game. Draw 3, Sunday morning, 10:30 a.m. Eastern Time. Brian and Kathy will be with you. It's been a long time since Northern Ontario won a championship. Al Hackner back in 1985. Well, it's time for the M&M Meat Shops Final End Challenge. Right after the game, go to finalend.ca and enter the secret word for a chance to win a trip for 2 to the 2014 World Junior Curling Championship in Flim, Switzerland. The first 100 entries will have a chance to win a $50 M&M gift card, and all participants will get an M&M discount. Right after the game, finalend.ca, but not before we give you the secret word.
Well, here's the challenge. When you know the opposition desperately wants to force you to a single point, you get the 2 center guards placed by Alberta in this case. First come around by Mark Nichols is the yellow one deep. Next come around's pretty good top 4, but that's been a little bit of trouble on some of these come arounds. Just a little bit deep, and that means the opponent can come. If they make the good freeze, it's tough.
Yeah, good point. Mark's first one was a little heavy. I thought they were just going to let it rack. They brushed it all the way to get it by. They could have let it rack, tapped the Alberta stone into the rings, rolled into the rings.
Come on,
and Alberta might throw on a guard, but it wouldn't have been on the center line, and then Manitoba could hit the rock that was in the rings. No longer in the free guard zone. I was a little surprised. Now it's getting a little congested in the middle here.
Gotta go. Come on, Benny.
Hard. Lock it on. Lock it on. No bounce. No bounce. No bounce. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Off. Just a little.
Shoot. Looked like it was starting to walk, eh? Slow down here.
Yeah, it never really curled too hard, though. Good sweep. Still slid good. Oh.
Hey, get on the nose on your next one. Back line. I guess I don't mind this either.
Manitoba will try and clean up the front, but with the 2 guards positioned quite far apart. Nice job by Ben Hebert from Alberta to get them distanced apart. The peels are pretty tough.
Clean. Clean, guys. Clean.
Just forgot he's throwing a peel.
Reed Carruthers.
Good. Guard, guys. You gotta waste another one.
Yeah, long guard.
Manitoba
Fire here.
playing the Yellowstones.
Yeah, we'll waste 1 here.
Probably gotta waste 2.
Does have the last rock here in the 9th.
If you ever miss a tap and roll under,
you're right.
we're dead.
You're right.
Nice
You go
and
back
over.
to Kevin Martin's thought about that 8th. He first said, look, this is what we're playing. Right now we have got that blank.
That's good. It's good. It's over. It's over.
So that blank was Manitoba's, of course. Hold them to the single here. Is that the thought? And try to get your
Exactly, exactly. And so often you see the team, in this case Alberta, trying to be aggressive, holding Manitoba to a single. They give up way more than a single. You just might see Jeff at some point in time make a move in that red one, try to sit 3.
Now stay down here, John.
There's a bit of an angle now, so I think he might go for the double peel.
Let's go, Reed. Whoa! 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 Whoa!
Yeah!
Whoa! Shooter. Good.
We got him.
This thing?
Great shot.
Reed Carruthers.
Nice. Nicely done.
Thanks.
He called out to brush, but Jeff had it figured out perfectly. Very nice. Not easy with the distance apart and a little angle, but beautifully done.
What?
I didn't think.
Oh, no, you don't.
Here we go. Shoot. That's like a seat kicker. Bump it T-line.
Just T-line.
Let's go.
You bumping on the nose?
Yeah, hey, we want to be.
T-line weight.
We want to roll. We want to hit about 2/3 of it.
Yeah.
Okay.
T-line weight. Back 4.
Yeah.
Back 8.
This is where you require a great deal of precision and understanding the line of these stones. Tap hasn't been easy at all. That in-between weight.
You're frozen.
You're crossing the center line, and now you have to figure out this spot.
T-line.
Whoa.
Needs to curl, but it's also a little light.
Yep. Hard.
Hard!
Bump that
Hard. Whoa.
Bump it back.
Not bad.
Not bad at all.
All right.
Shot Stone
Great weight.
remains
I knew the weight was good.
Manitoba,
Perfect.
back
Keen there,
edge
Just that was a hair
of the button center line.
Hey, Johnny.
2 and 3 belong to Alberta.
Tough shot here, but John can hit them simultaneously and get them both to slide past both yellows.
Whoa. Close.
John Meade.
Whoa. Whoa. Come on. Go, 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 go. Come on.
And Lenoff.
Go, 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 go.
And not quite.
Good.
Shooter backs up to sit top of the 8-foot.
Millimeter,
Just amazing how many of these we've had in this game where you have a slight difference in the depth of these rocks, so you get some good spin.
Throw, buddy.
Doesn't quite get it out.
I know what you're saying, but it's like all or nothing, whereas if I make a double here, is there room at the outturn to hit three, yeah, there is, eh?
Yeah. What weight do you feel?
And if I nose it, it's not the end of the world, eh? Okay.
What are you throwing? What weight? Normal?
Easy, normal.
He's trying to make the double and roll partly under cover. There's not a lot of room here. There's a great A. Oh, there is too. There is enough room to hit it a little high side. Double goes. And you roll behind that yellow. Getting too dangerous to freeze again with 3 opponents' rocks in there without hammer.
That's what John was mentioning, all or none. If you try those draws, you could be out of it.
Oh. Yeah! Yep! Hard!
Late break. And banged it right on the nose. Got them both.
5 feet earlier, we got it. Darn, it just came up an inch.
Good throw.
I couldn't get much more aggressive than that at it, though.
That was pretty tough to get much of a roll.
Yeah, he didn't want to tick that top one.
Problem is, he splits a house on us. I don't know how we get out of it.
John's going to try to roll away a little bit here, prevent a double.
Whoa. Yep. Yep. Hard. Hard, guys. Hard. Good shot, John. Shot. Good. Real good. Nice shot, buddy. Beauty. Thanks. So if we nose and he noses, we'll.
Wow.
That's what I'm thinking. Does this help us at all with
what?
No, I guess not, eh?
Freeze, do you mean?
No, like a hit and roll on top of that. Probably not, eh?
And he just goes over here.
Okay. All right, I like
here.
It. So hit and roll. Kind of wait like board.
Yeah, if we're aggressive on the hit and roll, we might even jam the stupid thing.
Okay.
Ontario with a 7-4 lead and sitting 3 against British Columbia. Final stone, Andrew Bolesky from the Royal City Hurling Club, New Westminster, Kathy.
Well, desperate times, desperate measures. They've lined up the triple. Try to hit it on an angle.
Aaron Watson, Derek Arrington on the brush, Steve Knupp. And not quite. If that will stop, have a look.
Whoa! Easy board! Yep!
Kevin Martin's first, and they tap the red. Ontario steals one more, 8-4. And the roll underneath.
Good toss on that. Way to go.
Nice speed control to Kevin there. Another nice toss.
Hey. Straight spot.
Good shot, Kev.
And with that steal of one, Ontario. And Glenn Howard out of the Coldwater District Hurling Club, Coldwater, Ontario, will come back after trailing early 3-0 to win 8-4 over BC. The reminder, BC and Northern Ontario will be the feature game Sunday morning at 10:30 a.m. Eastern Time with Kathy and Brian.
That was a lovely shot by Kevin Martin to get the little roll. So it's a run back required by Jeff Stoughton, and you have to be careful where you leave your 2 stones.
No, no, no. No, 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 no. No. Yep. Whoa! Whoa, whoa, whoa. Yep. Whoa, no. Whoa, whoa! No roll. Sit.
Oh, boy. And it does sit. But it looks like the red is second shot.
You're kidding me.
Oh, that's huge.
Oh.
Yeah.
Like that?
Center line.
Oh, any less roll or wow is right. You get an automatic 2.
Nose roll here.
It's not bad.
Look
Yeah,
how level they are
this way.
across the house. That would have been perfect, except just chipped it out. I thought they might go over and brush it and see if they could get a little bit of spin back.
It's back to those lively houses we talked about, Vic. I think they thought at contact point they had it.
Yeah. If that stops two.
Full credit to Kevin to try and work his way out of the situation where it looked like the deuce was an automatic.
Whoa, whoa!
Come on, a little less. Come on, come on. Gotta hold it. Gotta hold it.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! Whoa!
Ebert and Kennedy now backing off.
Hard, no roll.
Need to hold it, and they did.
Nice. I thought early. That's what I was thinking. Thought early we could.
I like this. This is steep. It's tough.
That way I can get there for sure.
Oh yeah, I know you can get it for sure.
Do you want to go up or just sort of?
It's up to you.
We showed it at
What do you
5
prefer?
that
Like, would you
the
prefer to-
territories put on the board. Well, New Brunswick has scored 1.
We got to play it to make
It's a
it.
3-point game. And Jamie Cooey
I think you're right.
from Yellowknife does have the last rock coming home up by 3.
It would have to be because I think nice weight. We're going to be lucky to get it over there.
Yeah.
So let's just go up weight. I won't whip it though.
Okay. Okay. It's like a third, eh? Thin half?
I would think so, yeah. I'd say a little thinner than half, eh?
Right there.
Going to take it on here, Linda, simply because if they miss it, they're 1 down, and they're in that situation that Kevin Martin wanted to be in, 1 down, playing 10. Manitoba gets 1 slight mistake at Alberta, gets their 2 and wins the game. So they're going to give this a go. If they ever make it, stick it, they score their deuce. Tough, though. It's so thin.
Very steep angle.
Up weight, guys.
Jeff was robbed on that first one. That could be the difference maker.
And after their win, the Ontario team staying near the ice. Of course, Ontario, Manitoba, Alberta, the 3 favorites coming in. Final Stowe.
Off.
Make this.
Come on up.
Score 2. So no, it'll slide underneath. And now they'll have another look. But from overhead, it looks like a steal of 1.
She's a red one.
Red 1 it is. Alberta leads. Manitoba will have the last rock coming home.
Hey everyone, Kate Burness in the TSN Sports Center newsroom. Back to the Brier in just a minute, but first, here are some of the stories we're working on for the next edition of Sports Center, coming your way directly after the curling. Plenty of hockey on tap tonight, including Kings and Canucks first period. Henrik Sedin over to Alex Burrows to Dan Hamhughes. It's his second of the year. 1-0 Canucks currently in that one. Penguins taking on the Canadiens, a wild one in Montreal. 52 seconds into OT. Brandon Sutter with his 6th of the season. Penguins win it 7-6. Sidney Crosby with a 3-point night for Pittsburgh. Raptors taking on the Bucks over on TSN2. This one currently in OT. Brandon Jennings to Ersan Ilyasova. Easy lay-in. Raptors currently down by 7, under 40 seconds to go in that game. Meanwhile, other scores, Flyers beat the Sens 2-1. The Caps beat the Jets 3-0. All the highlights and much more coming up on the next edition of SportsCenter. We'll see you then.
Why would you fly WestJet on business? Let's just say it'll impress the big boss man. Earn valuable WestJet dollars with WestJet rewards that you can use for moments that really matter. Find out just how rewarding a rewards program can be at westjet.com/rewards.
Lobsterfest is the king of all promotions.
There's nothing like our grilled lobster and lobster tacos. The Bar Harbor Bake is really worth trying.
Get more during Red Lobster's Lobsterfest with the year's largest selection of mouth-watering lobster entrees, like our delicious Lobster Lover's Dream, featuring 2 kinds of succulent lobster tails, or our savory new grilled lobster and lobster tacos. It's back, but not for long.
Our guests go crazy for Lobsterfest. My favorite entree is the Lobster Lover's Dream. What's yours? Come celebrate Lobsterfest and see food differently.
There was something about him, something that set him apart from the others. He was different somehow. I was afraid, then seduced, then intrigued, then in a car. I never had a chance.
Hey, Mom, heading to Mike's.
Okay, honey, when will you be home?
8 o'clock.
Oh, 9 is kind of late, don't you think?
What?
Yeah, 10 is late enough for someone your age. Fine, 11, but if you're not home by 11:30, you're grounded.
Okay, deal.
Cialis. Ask your doctor.
It's time now for the M&M Meat Shop's Final End Challenge. And the secret word is house. So right after the game, go to finalend.ca and enter that secret word house for a chance to win a trip for 2 to the 2014 World Junior Curling Championship in Klims, Switzerland. So here we go. 2 of the favorites meeting on their first draw. Our second of the day, opening day. Tim Hortons Brier here in Edmonton. That steal of 1 has Alberta in front, leading 4-3. But it is Manitoba and Jeff Stoughton from the Charleswood in Winnipeg that has the last rock, playing the Yellowstones coming home.
Come on, Benny.
Well, a couple of big boo-boos. The first one, Mark Nichols, we said that he's new to the position, first time in the Brier playing lead, and he slides the corner guard in, so you think, ouch, nothing will ever happen now. And then you have Ben Hebert almost knows that rock, so it's potentially a usable corner guard.
Too good to be true for Ben. I think it was just one of those. Mark a little deep. They talked earlier. I heard Reed saying it was a really quick spot there in about the 4th and the 6th. They were heavy in that spot. So have to keep an eye on that one.
If you can go, John, go.
What do you think?
Yeah, back 12, guys.
Leads
Still in the house, John? Yeah. Okay, then go.
Yep.
Yeah. Go, 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 go. Come on.
Yeah.
Come on, Reed. Go, 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 go. Good shot, Mark. Okay.
Nice recovery by Mark.
Angle. Good shot, Mark.
You can see that on his face, however, and just the way he pitched that brush away, not happy.
About 6 3/4.
7/8 high, Mark, just off nose. Throw it hard at the nose.
Mark Kennedy.
Yep. Yeah, come on. Oh. Yep. Come on. Go. Shooter. Go, 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 go. Come on. Shooter. Hard, Benny.
Got it. Sure does.
Good shot.
Oh, nice curling. They even kept it high side as much as they could, knowing they'd get a piece of that back one and roll the thrown rock as far over as they could, so it's unusable.
They put a good guard. It's going to be hard to peel.
couples. Everything's been singles so far.
Yeah, lots of rocks in play, lots of very interesting shots. In the 7th, Kevin Martin drew against 2, which were virtually on the button to get his single, and then you saw Stoughton last end miss the thin double. That was a chance for 2. Kevin Martin with some good numbers and a good recovery because early on he didn't look as comfortable.
The game story brought to you by the Dominion, Canada's trusted insurance company.
Hey, were you just tight?
Yes.
The ineffectiveness of getting deuces, and if you look at Manitoba, they won the last stone draw. Had the hammer in the first end. They've held the hammer 6 times before this particular end. 3 singles, 2 blanks, and a steal against. And normally when you look at your own stats, it is much different. You look at deuces and how well you were effective in getting those extra points, and they just haven't done it.
Come on, man.
What a weapon, Mark Nichols.
We have another final. 10-7. As Jamie Cooey, who had that wonderful run a year ago, getting to the playoffs out of the Yellowknife Curling Club, will win over New Brunswick and James Grattan. So it's a 1-1 record now for Cooey.
Mine's good.
And New Brunswick
Mine's good.
slips to 0-2 on this opening day.
Yep. Mine's good. Yep, finish it up, Johnny.
It was really tough after Mark Kennedy made those great peels. They're trying to use the one top 4-foot as a guard.
Oh, very nice. Give me the 5 first, Benny.
That's in a pretty good spot. It was dangerously close to being through the rings.
Yep. Hard. 3.
Good. Whoa, off.
John Morris.
You're good.
Good.
Nice shot by John. Huge up weight.
John Mead.
Manitoba's trying to get it more buried, but it's so tough with that rock in the rings being as deep as it is.
Yeah, it was a perfect placement by Ben Hebert.
Oh, the line's no good for freeze. Let's get it by it. Get it by it. It's a guard. Guard. Hard, guys. Come on. It'll go. Okay. Yep. Okay, she's here. I got it, Jeff.
Okay.
A little piece behind.
Sorry, man. I thought that was a lot less than that.
Good scrap, guys.
I thought that was a lot less than that. Good throw.
3/4.
Should run dead straight.
Right at the stick.
John Morris. It should run dead straight.
Go, shooter! Yeah, I got it.
Love to run it back and grab it, and they do, and it'll go out the back.
Nice throw. Sorry, Johnny, for that one right away.
I thought it might fall a hair, but it actually...
I thought it would float a bit.
The precision with the big weight. You heard John say this will not curve at all.
That's why it's so dangerous to get behind the Martin team. You think of how they've picked out rocks, run them back beautifully this end.
Got room. A little more than the last one. Room. Back 12. It's not bad, guys.
I'll go in.
Once again, trying to come around the stone, which is maybe a little bit more up the house. It's top edge of the 4. Russ, would you ever...
Go, Johnny, come on. Go, Johnny, go. Good shot. Go.
It'll stop at the back. Would you ever play to the top of it, freeze to it?
Problem with that freeze against a team like Martin, they can throw it that hard, is any angle at all, and they blast everything. The shooter, the shot rock, and the Manitoba rock, and then you have nothing left to get your 2. This is a much better play, and Kevin's going to have to make a good one here. What if he comes up a little light? He's trying to be conservative, might set up a red double, and then Jeff's sitting 2. This is not a gimme. Mind you, with the front end, the way they brush, it changes the odds quite a bit.
Does look like it's slowing a little bit in the paint. I'll have to keep an eye on that.
Not heavy.
Easy.
Room. It's the only game remaining.
Line good.
Easy. Room.
Just lock it on.
Kevin Martin.
Whoa,
First
boys.
skip Stone.
Whoa, line. Where is it?
Back 12.
Clean. Whoa. Needs to curl.
Freeze it on. Freeze it on.
Gotta go then.
Lines. Whoa. Needs to curl. Whoa.
Freeze it on. Freeze it on. Freeze it. Freeze it.
Right down on top. I tell you something, that draw he made in 7 against those 2 when he grabbed the pin, it turned the game for him.
Yeah, it did. It did.
I think he's freezing, probably.
He lost a little bit. You're going to have a shot.
Okay.
Still on all laws for Jeff Stoughton. You freeze this on. Kevin will have to make a good freeze. If it's just angled a little bit, he's not going to be able to make a play on it.
He makes this real good. Where do we go with ours?
Where's his best spot?
Well,
Probably
right
dead
on ours.
frozen up right on it, right? And I think we have to
Freeze or come into the back 4 over here.
Yeah.
Only if you have to.
How are you guys?
It's there, Reed.
A little bit of room right now.
We're there. We're there.
Reed's perfect.
All there.
No, can't. Can't unless you're light.
All there. And a little bounce and roll off.
They've really been fooled, Linda. How many times has Jeff been that 1 foot heavy?
Yeah, it's virtually every shot that he's played as a draw has been that little bit too much.
Try, Jeff.
You take the brushers out of
Never
it, which
had
is
a chance to get
unfortunate
there,
because you've got 2 very good brushers in Reed and Mark. And then you take away the fact that the paint actually will slow the rock a little bit, and so you have that little advantage, but it just had too much speed coming in.
So their cheering section goes with "Let's go Martin," and then they quiet down as he gets ready to throw his last here in 10.
Right off.
Whoa.
Really bad. This is really bad.
You might have flashed.
Curl.
Yep.
Oh, goodness, little angle.
Good call, John. Call, John.
And now,
Really good line call, Johnny. Nice line call.
Good job, Jeff.
Just enough.
is it biting?
I didn't throw it very hard.
I don't think so.
Thank goodness.
I was thinking that spot tracks. I was even thinking it with board weight you can.
So hit stick for 1 to force it to an extra.
That was really close. If that ticks it
bumper race,
open but
guys.
stays in the
Bumper
rings,
should
or that
be
yellow
good,
one
eh?
is now, there'd be a double to win the game if that yellow hung on, and John was smart enough to yell sweep at the last second. Heads up call by John Morris.
Jeff Stout.
Bumper. Just clean.
Easy, guys. Easy,
Alberta
easy.
sitting
Whoa,
2.
whoa.
Easy.
Clean. Yep. Hard.
Sit right there.
Clean.
Good throw, Jeff.
For the single.
That would have been close. He didn't make the double.
Tied at 4. We'll go one more. Alberta will have the last draw.
The 2013 Tim Hortons Brier is brought to you by Tim Hortons. Thank you for making us Canada's favorite coffee.
Sorry.
Bang.
Sorry. Sorry. Sorry.
On that.
Sorry, Mr. Tiger. Did you see that?
He's coming.
If you think all batteries are the same, consider this. When the unexpected happens, there's one brand of battery more emergency workers trust in their mag lights. Duracell. One reason? Duralock Power Preserve. It locks in power for up to 10 years in storage, guaranteed. So whether it's 10 years of life's sunny days or the occasional stormy one, trust goes a long way. Duracell with Duralock. Trusted everywhere.
Memory foam is known for its uncompromised comfort and support, but it can be hot to sleep on, causing you to toss and turn. Now, what if memory foam could be cool and comfortable? Introducing OctaSpring from Dormeo, a truly exciting breakthrough in sleep science. It's the world's first memory foam spring, and it breathes. Look how dry ice flows through the mattress. That's because OctaSpring's open honeycomb design allows air to circulate freely, dispersing heat and humidity through the sides of the mattress.
It's a cooler mattress. It retains its shape. I feel after a night's sleep on this OctaSpring mattress, I can go out and conquer the world.
OctaSpring has 5 customized zones of support. Layers upon layers of individual OctaSprings evenly distribute your body's weight, relieving pressure points, giving you a truly restful night's sleep.
We know a good night's sleep is going to translate into a good, productive day. We are sold on the OctaSpring.
Call now or go online to see how OctaSpring is right for you and how you can have one delivered to your home for a full 60 nights risk-free. Imagine having a full 60 nights to make the decision about the mattress you're going to sleep on for the next 20 years. Then after 60 nights, if you don't agree it's the most comfortable mattress you've ever slept on, we'll pick it up for free and your credit card won't be charged a penny. And when you call, ask your operator how you can qualify for our limited-time white glove delivery service. A $200 value, but it's yours free on qualified purchases. This is a limited-time direct-from-the-factory offer, so you've got nothing to lose and countless nights of great sleep to gain. And we guarantee it with our rock-solid 20-year mattress warranty. That's how confident we are that you'll love the cradling comfort and support you get from the Dormeo OctaSpring mattress. Go online and hear what actual customers are saying about OctaSpring.
The first night's sleep, we were really thrilled. Like, I slept the whole night. It was a miracle.
Nothing will improve your sleep like a new mattress, and there's no mattress like OctaSpring. Sleep is beautiful.
The 2013 Tim Hortons Brier is brought to you by World Financial Group, creating a better tomorrow for families today. WFG, by Scotty's Facial Tissue, Scotty's, the perfect touch, and by Capital One, what's in your wallet?
Just one game remains here on this Saturday night, first day of the Tim Hortons Brier from Rexall Place. It's our featured game. Two of the favorites hooking up very early. Alberta, Manitoba in a 4-4 tie. And it is Alberta. And the champions from the Saville Sports Center here in Edmonton that do have the last rock. They have the hammer playing the Redstone.
Hard mark. Go, Mark. Go, 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 go. Go.
That's good.
Okay. Good shot, Benny.
Fine. Shot. That red
Very
one.
nice.
Still think we throw a center guard.
Yeah.
Was the tip played slightly differently than we saw last week with Rachel Holman and her lead Lisa Weigel?
Yeah.
Came across the face of it. Didn't get the shooter to go very far, but still effective in keeping it open.
6-1, isn't it? You cross the face, you lose energy when you hit the opponent's rock, so chances are it won't go too far. But therefore, your shooter doesn't go very far. Whereas you play it the Lisa Weigel way, high side, your shooter's very lively, but you have to be careful not to hit too much of the shot rock and move it out of play.
Line's fine. Come on, guys. Keep going. Keep it going. Come on, get it right over that line.
Yeah, it is. It is. It's fully over.
Good. Good brush, guys. Good. Good shots, Mark.
What's up, buddy?
Center line. Couple more feet you can get away with.
Whoa, John, off.
Backed it up a hair.
Off, guys.
Just clean, Benny.
Clean.
Yep.
Whoa.
That's the curl a mile.
Whoa. Off. Whoa. Off.
I got this one.
It's going a long ways this time. Good job, Benny.
Very nicely done that time.
Great shot, Dan. Great shot.
That's the perfect weight.
Right the weight too much so they hear it, eh?
That was nice. It was nice to be on that side of center. He didn't track.
I actually can't believe my first one didn't.
Hard to believe the score is so low. We've seen a lot of very interesting ends and low scoring, but it is impressive now, the last couple of ends, how well Kevin Martin's team has defended.
So like Vic said in the break, and they were in big trouble in 7, and he drew the pin against 2, and that seemed to change that momentum. And Jeff played that run back and rolled a half an inch too far and forced him to a single.
Come on. Three Carruthers trying to wrap it around. Stone covering the edge of the 4. And actually pops out the other side a bit.
Yeah, just try to get the back one, like not the one on the 8-foot.
Straight peel's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. Straight peel here.
Here, bud.
Yeah, he's not even in the 4.
They could try and do something fancy, but the Rockets in the house has not ended up in all that great a spot, so there's no urgency to make a move on it. It's just a peel.
Let's go, Mark.
Have to keep guarding most of that if they leave for the center guard in.
Yeah.
That'll allow a double on that top 8-foot rock.
Reed.
I got Max.
No.
About halfway.
Whoa, boys.
Is what they were looking for.
Got to be higher, guys.
I don't think so, Reed.
To your broom.
Whoa.
Just to your broom, Jeff.
Halfway.
Just to your broom.
As high as you can get it, then.
It's right to your broom.
Love it to curl more, but
Okay.
I think that's pretty good. Good shots.
Shots, Reed.
That's a tough one.
Mark.
Not quite enough angle to take the double on. It'd be really bad if he hit it straight back and left the center guard right on the line.
Mark Kennedy.
You got it.
Clean.
Same.
Speed's the same, guys? Yeah, I think so.
For Jeff Stoughton, I think one of the things that I want to rehash a little bit is just the whole issue of draw weight. They did get rocks in quite the right spot, and not terrible for the first game. It's understandable,
Needs to
but
curl,
it's one
guys,
thing
or
they may
higher.
want to improve on tomorrow.
It needs to curl. Okay, go, Mark.
Nobody's played more with the MCA rocks, the Manitoba Association rocks, so maybe these are a hair quicker, maybe they glide that little bit farther, but a lot of times they're yelling 7 and it was a 9 or an 8, and that extra foot makes all the difference.
On Morris.
Yep.
Real hard.
On his wavy.
Whoa.
For the Stone actually stopped, and he bangs it right on the nose. And maybe too much of a hurry up.
Holy sh.
Well, the guys that are this good, when Benny made the first two, they were smelling victory, I think. Maybe rushed that one a little bit.
Top of the button.
Hey, Johnny.
What was that, Reed?
20.
Top 8.
Real good, Mark.
Yep. I think it's real good.
I think we gotta go low.
Line's good.
Top 4.
Top 4.
John
Line's
Mead.
good. Half in the 4. It's got a curl.
Line's good, guys. Line's good.
Has the
Line's
curl.
real good.
Yep. Line's
real
great.
good.
Line's great.
We're there.
Where, Jeff?
Oh, you're right. Oh, sit.
A little too deep again.
Shot, John. Sorry, man. We overcooked it a bit.
Touch?
We overcooked it a bit. Good throw.
You heard the call. The first call was top 8. Then they changed it to top 4, and it's actually
Nice
slightly behind the tee line, which if Kevin has to draw to that rock at the end, he's probably making it.
And the apology from Reed Carruthers and Mark Nichols. We overcooked it a bit. Morris now trying to make amends.
Oh, boy.
Wow, this is amazing. We just finished saying how well the Martin team had defended, and 2 mistakes by John Morris.
Good call, timeout.
Wow.
Do you like that on that one? Or do we want to go right here?
Any extra?
Yeah, it isn't slash. You guys like?
Yeah. Time.
Okay. Time.
I'm glad you bought the 50-50 tickets tonight, Vic, because we might have a chance. You see John do that 2 times in a row. The crazy things could happen.
Yeah.
Wow. He rolled a pretty bad spot, too, Linda. Think back if that yellow one was a little higher, the one they just overswept, if it was on the
That
pin.
was my first thought. I think
Wow.
you got it. Yeah.
You like that?
You could put it right here, but you're making it. You touch anything, you're dead. It's over, right? And if you go here. Yeah. What about? Well, he's gonna play.
If he makes this in turn, don't we go back around?
Well, we have to go here. Still leaves him the out-turn tap, though, eh?
I thought we guard the out.
Leave him the in-turn?
No, if he makes it, where's he go?
If you put it
He
here,
can go back here
You put it
after.
here.
Yeah.
He makes that, then you come around it.
Yeah.
Like that, where his broom is?
Garth
Maybe
Smith.
go higher?
We go there. He's playing it.
Player.
Just to tap it,
This.
though. Yeah.
And then he's got a slash on his last one, right? And we got to go right beside it.
Yeah.
If we're any deeper.
What do you think?
What do you think, Smitty? I mean, if he ever plays a slash and it goes a little high,
Yeah, I
right?
still have both turns.
You should have a shot.
Okay.
Okay.
You like that, then? See that? I go right here now, eh? Right now? But then if I'm here, he just goes
He
like
slashes. You're going to have the intern to here on your last one.
that. Yeah.
Okay. Even if you leave him a little bit,
Yeah,
like
I
if
know.
you're right here.
John Moore's got a little lucky
Yeah.
by rolling as far as he did, because Kevin's got this shot and he's actually got this shot. Not that either one of them are easy, but if that had rolled a little less, if that had rolled to this point here, then they were in big trouble. Plus that little oversweep on the yellow one. So what they're going to do, they're going to come down and kind of put it in this area and block anything on the intern side and force Kevin to a tough angle raise. And even if he makes it, the shooter probably rolls open, and Jeff might be able to draw through that same port where my arrow is to the one that shot rock. Great angle there. You can see the red tap is available.
A little glimmer of hope, though, after you mentioned 2 perfect ticks made by Ben. You think maybe it's over, and here's a chance. Some rocks in play.
Line's not bad.
Coming down. It's really coming down.
Not there. Guard.
We can get
Whoa,
it.
then, whoa, then, whoa.
Nichols,
Yep, keep
Carruthers.
We can get it.
Yep. Whoa. That's good. Yep. Go. Very nice, guys.
Good brush, guys. Good.
Great judgment that time.
Exactly where they
When that started to come off, I thought it
said, and
Well, I either won't have a shot.
Garth Smith
Either I
suggested
won't have
they
a
put
shot, or I'll
He's got to
have
leave
something.
something. He just might be a double, and all he's got to do is hit 8 foot.
Yeah.
Hey, Mark, we can't be tight to the guard if we miss it.
I know.
I'll throw the 1 first.
I think you got it.
Okay.
I just think I might need a little extra curl on my last one.
Okay. Let's make this one, Kev.
Back 8-ish?
Back 8, back line, yeah.
I thought he picked one stone that had a little more curl, and sometimes it seemed that it caught Kevin, but this could be the end where it's going to come in handy.
A little extra. Back line! Hard. Shit, hard!
Come on, stay on it!
Make the peel. Make the peel. Make the peel. Make
So
the peel.
the stone has caught something, and now you can hear John Morris say, let's open it up.
Go, keep going.
Oh, that's a bad one.
That's a terribly bad break.
Oh my goodness, is it ever?
Oh, boy.
So watch that center line, and it suddenly move on him.
I think so.
If it over curls.
Is that good?
Yellow.
You can make the yellow this side, yeah. Whereabouts, Jeff?
Halfway, just over the line.
Okay.
Just in that area, and the worst part for Kevin Martin is he's got nothing to do that anymore because of that red guard, the one that picked and rolled over to this position right here.
Would be nice.
I don't think there's a yellow double there, Linda. It doesn't look like that angle's there. So
Credit the brushers for actually taking that top yellow one a little further and getting a bit of an overlap position.
Halfway!
Easy.
Maybe a little further.
Easy.
Tight!
Clean.
Stay with it. Might have to curl a hair, guys.
need it to be tight to get maximum curl. That has to cross the center line, almost a full rock.
Just over the line.
We're there.
It's going to, there it goes.
Whoa.
Clean it. Stay with it.
And there's your stone, your problem stone, that red on the left-hand side. That gets in the way of the draws. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, it's cut off that other side, so now it's going to be a circus shot, an angle from the far side of the sheet.
The good news is he doesn't have to stay. But the bad news is we haven't seen a stone out this far. Kevin makes a lot of these, but it's all about judging the line and is it going to track. You're maybe a little bit frosty possibly here. There's a chance this could run a little straighter than they expect. It's a bit of a guess.
So the crowd responds. Final stone in this extra end of a 4-4 tie. Right now it's a stolen win for Manitoba and Jeff Stoughton. Martin's last, trying to angle a rock back to get the shot stone. Hebert, Kennedy, Morris, calling line, angle it back, and Manitoba will pick up the win. Jeff Stoughton from the Charleswood in Winnipeg steals the win. 5-4 your final. As we said, of any skip, it's been Jeff Stoughton that has caused the most problems for Kevin Martin. And he does it again here on this opening draw for them on this first night of play at the Tim Hortons Brier in Edmonton. A reminder, Sunday, 10:30 a.m. Eastern Time, Kathy Bryan will have BC against Northern Ontario. That will be their feature. It's been quite the day, this opening day of the Tim Hortons Brier. It's going to be a wonderful week. So till we talk with you again, thank you for joining us. The Tim Hortons Brier is here on Canada's sports leader, TSN. Sports Center is next.